Oh, yo, what is up, y'all? I am back and I brought some friends with me. What is good? What is good? Welcome to the new Raiders Unfiltered, now also known as the Fab 3. Just kidding. Yo, salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate you guys pulling up and rocking with us on this beautiful Monday night. Raiders Unfiltered is back. Yes, sir. Really quick, if you guys haven't done so, make sure you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe on this channel, on my guy, Raider Primos' channel, my guy, Raider Will, Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Make sure you guys go ahead and tap in with my guys. Hit that follow, hit that subscribe, and hit those likes on the streams, y'all. Appreciate you guys. All right, man, it's been a while, and yes, now us three are doing a show together. Crazy. So this is our little secret that we kind of had for a few months now. We've been just trying to find the right time to make sure we go ahead and bring everybody in. But salute to everybody again. How you guys doing, man? How y'all feeling? Wait, I think Primos is muted.
I think Primo's muted too.
Is muted, dog.
Bro, okay, so hey, I got a new mic. No, look. I got a new mic. And I've been muting by pressing the button instead of like pressing the mute on the microphone on StreamYard. I forgot that I have to like press it again, have my audio sound again.
I was like, yo, dog, is it me? Am I tripping? Or is it like, what the fuck is going on?
But as I was saying, I said it with when OTAs ended. Training camp is where football gets real. It's where we finally get to see what this team could look like come regular season. Of course, if we hear, some good things coming out of camp, you do got to take it with a grain of salt still, but you want to hear good things coming out of camp more than the bad. These past few seasons have shown me that training camp matters, preseason matters. I know a lot of people like, oh, it's training camp, games don't matter, it's just practice. No, shit gets real in training camp. Showing that the Raiders are for real, it starts in a couple of days. 3 days, I believe, right?
Bro, yeah.
23rd, it starts for real to see what these Raiders are made of.
Yes, sir. Well, how you feeling, my guy?
Man, it is hot, baby. It is just like Primo came in, baby. He came in hot and furious. I mean, like, I could see the emotion coming through the microphone. But you know what, bro? I felt the same way we are with the Raiders. We're all hyped up, right? Everybody's caged up, but we just can't see anything yet. It's just like Primo said. We're about to get into the stage where we see all the rookies come in, where all the hype come in, where everybody tells me how good the Raiders look and that we are killing it in preseason and that we're going to the Super Bowl. Right, let's calm down those hype trains, baby. I'm just telling y'all, man, it's hot right now because it is hot as fuck where I live. But I mean, like, yo, it's hot everywhere. But at the same time, man, it's the beginning of the season and everybody's excited. I mean, the home opener got a lot of hype, a lot of big things coming up. And I mean, like, yo, Raiders football is upon us, boys. The whole reason I think that we have an existence is upon us. And this football season is a short season, and we have a new team. We have a new squad. We have a lot of stuff that we're looking at. And, man, I can't wait to break it down with you guys.
Yes, sir. Literally, we have been waiting months and months, but we're almost here now. Raiders football is about to go ahead and begin, man. A lot of good things coming up, literally right around the corner. But like Will said, literally – rookies report on Thursday, so everything's happening really quick. So and I know it's kind of been slow the last couple of months, and it's a change, yo. It's a change because normally there's always something going on, some type of drama. Somebody did something. Somebody's about to go ahead and get traded. There's conflict in the room and yada yada. But it's been mostly pretty quiet for the most part. And so, man, it's
Call
good
it what
to
it is. It's been boring.
No,
It's been boring, bro.
No, actually, you know what? It hasn't been boring. It's been productive, bro. The thing is, there's a lot of things that we got to look at. The Raiders didn't have all these rumors. The whole Max Crosby thing happened, right? Right. Fucking, you see the chat's going crazy right now, bro. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to squash this right now. This whole fucking thing that came out on this article that Graf pulled out, right? That we're going to trade Fernando Mendoza for a haul. Bro, this is why some people are too stupid to own a computer. Putting shit out like this, bro, should be freaking condemned. This is fabricated, y'all. Let's just put this to rest. Fernando Mendoza is not being traded for a haul. Hey,
wow, you were kidding.
I don't even know how
I'm coming out on fire.
I think I wrote in the
Mm.
chat. I was like, "How do you even wake up?" And was like, "You know what? I'm gonna write this, and it's a good article."
Right.
Roshan says, "Yeah, baby, yeah." He's like, wants me to say, "Yeah, baby," after sentence.
Was it on?
Oh, like Dick Vitale. Oh, Dick Vitale, baby.
Yeah,
baby. You know, baby.
I love it, bro.
Hey,
But that's my
I'm just
favorite
saying,
thing, my little favorite catchphrase for you now.
You know, the only rumor was the trade. That was the only thing that happened this offseason. And guess what? The Raiders fucking did everything legit. Like, if you look at the way that, bro, we took him back in, and fucking this dude got so much swag, bro. Spytech got swag oozing out that body. He just goes like, "Hey, bro, I'm not worried." Hey, he said, I ain't worried about that, baby. We can intake that freaking salary cap. I got this. I was like, God damn, bro, this motherfucker's a pimp.
Here's my thing, Raider Will, with that. How look on between the two organizations, the Baltimore Ravens and the Las Vegas Raiders. One thing we've said about the Raiders organization is dysfunction. Like, one word to sum it up. People were looking at the Ravens organization like, "What are you guys doing? Like, what are you guys doing?" They're not looking at they looked at the Raiders like, "This is an organization looking what they did." Now, like, you already got defensive pieces, and then you're adding Max Crosby back to that equation. That's why I believe, people. I believe what you said. Spytech, it's like he went into that, the free agency like, let's hold off on a bit. Let's see if this trade is gonna go through or not. It's like he planned. It's like he planned. It's like he planned. Max Crosby was going to come back, and Spytech is looking like a genius right now. But again, I'm going to say right now he's looking like a genius. But his draft class has yet to really see the football field, and last year's draft class has a lot of questions that need to be answered.
Well, it's still early and they haven't put on pads yet. And we're about to find that out really, really, really soon. Before I go ahead and kick off really the show, let me go ahead and do a quick roll call again. I am back, and I got some friends with me, the brand new Raiders Unfiltered. But let me go ahead and shout out the peeps in the building. Shout out to Demokes in the building. Our guy, Rorschach Raider. Salute. Bob Standard. Appreciate you pulling up. Salute. Our guy, Cool Kev in the building. What is good, my guy? Shout out to Anthony in the building. What it do? Salute, my guy. Anthony Estrada. What is good, my guy? Appreciate you pulling up. Raider Travis in the building. Yes, sir. Let's see. David in the building. What is good? Appreciate you pulling up and tapping in. Huey P. What is good, my guy? Salute. Thank you for pulling up and rocking with us.
What's going on, Huey?
Shout out to Lecky in the building. Salute, my guy. Appreciate you pulling up and tapping in. Let's see here. Raider Scorpio. What is good? Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to Excel with the Silver Star. One of you guys, not me, because I assume this is. Well, actually, it could have been. I don't know. It might be
That's
me.
Primo. Look at that smile, bro.
There
He
you
got
go.
that
Nah, I don't know where
Yeah,
that.
Jim,
I have no
oh, there
idea
you
where that's
go.
coming from. I didn't even know that came.
Maybe it's me, bro, because there's no paperclip to it. Oh man! But again, appreciate everybody else pulling up. Shout out to my guy Roast Hand in the building, pulling up, and Matt on the man. Will's always on fucking vacation, dog. Or he looks like he's on vacation, bro. He's dreaming of cold weather right now. Nice warm weather, bro.
My thing is, man, I could just imagine seeing Raider Will get on a flight for Hawaii and he's just decked out in Raider gear.
Bro, that's exactly how I travel. Anywhere I go, bro, I am identified because I got tropical Raider gear. I got vacation Raider gear. I'll be like, bro, I don't live but in silver and black. And my wife loves it because guess what? She knows what to buy me every year.
Right?
Hey, that's what I tell my girl. Hey, you know what would give me for Christmas and birthday? Raider gear.
Raider
bro, my wife
gear,
goes like, I buy
gear.
you Raider socks because I know that you're going to like them. I get Raider underwear, bro, because my wife goes, I know that you'll wear them.
Damn, bro. I would wear Raider underwear, but I'm
gonna get Raider curtains right behind.
Hey, it is what it is,
bro. There's gonna be a Raider sticker smacked on his microphone.
There you go.
Hey, bro.
But
I'm
appreciate
always
you guys. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys pulling up. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing underway, y'all. So again, rookies report to training camp on Thursday. Let me ask y'all, which rookie should there be an eye out for? Who do y'all feel that it might be that one guy that could surprise us from this rookie draft class? I'm gonna start with you, Primos. Who do you think we should be kind of keeping an eye out for?
I'm going to cheat here because I think there's two, and I think they're going to go ahead in training camp. Malik Benson versus Hezekiah Masses. I think you're going to see a lot of one-on-ones battles with those two guys, and I think we're going to hear some good things out of camp from both of those guys. We could hear Masses probably winning some reps against him, but I wouldn't be shocked if we see Benson winning some reps against Masses. But what I want to see from Benson is not just some deep routes or just hit it going on a post. I want to see some true route running out there in camp. And can Masses, because I've seen watching film, Masses can recover very well on dig routes, on in routes. I want to see how can he handle Benson's speed, but also I want to see more route tree from Benson. You know, we've seen that with Thornton last year, kind of struggling with the route tree. I want to see more from Benson than just, running a go route. So I'm excited for those two rookies, for Benson and Masses.
Yeah, for sure. Well, who do you feel that we should kind of keep an eye out for and from this rookie draft class?
Well, since fucking Primo took like half of fucking the draft class, let me just look at
only two, bro.
Well, Fernando Mendoza is second. Hey, we're gonna be like Fernando Mendoza.
Fernando Mendoza.
Too easy.
Fernando Mendoza.
They all agreed. Fernando Mendoza.
Take two out of the last six.
Bro, that was too easy.
But but at the same time, Massis is making a lot of waves right now.
Yeah,
like you hear it. He's out there, but it's all about when you pad up. What happens then? Are you able to transition, right? Are you able to do big things then? And like when I thought he said he was going to cheat, I thought he was going to go with our second round pick, Stukes. I think Stukes is going to start. Yeah. I think he's going to make some big plays. Do I think he's going to get burned too? Hell yeah. You're a fucking rookie. You're going to make mistakes. Do I think that Masses is going to come in and can make a splash? If he can pad up and play in pads and do everything that they say that that he's doing, right? Because this is, again, we're going off information that all the reporters are giving us. And we heard this last year. Oh, we're tearing it up. These guys look good in fucking shorts and T-shirts. And we look good when we go into the gym and go into the practice field. But game day, we look like ass cheeks, and we just got clapped every game.
Yeah.
So let's be real about that. And then we're talking about the coaching, right? We're saying, oh, this guy's an unproven coach that is a great offensive mind. and to see what's going to happen. But I'll tell you like this. I'm like, don't be surprised if Fernando Mendoza comes along faster than what people think. Like, that guy is talented, man. That guy, you know what? He reminds me of a fucking Tom Brady, a nerdy ass motherfucker. Bro, if I looked at a football player, tell me you would pick this dude and say, oh, yeah, bro, I want this dude on my squad by just walking by him.
Yeah.
You think he works at the grocery store?
Bro, this dude should be counting my coupons at the swap meet.
Should be bagging your groceries, god damn it.
You know what I'm saying?
Fernando, go get a price check on the steak.
But are you sure this is right, dog? I don't know. Let me speak to your manager.
I'm just saying, I'm like, yo, he can come around, and I'm like, again, he's in a perfect spot, bro. That dude is in the perfect spot. And people are like, oh, well, if he doesn't start, it's a busted lost pick or lost first round pick. I'm like, you fucking high, bro. This is the problem with the Raiders or Raiders fans. We think every fucking guy that gets drafted needs to start immediately. I'm like, nah, bro, let him earn that shit.
Yeah, 100%.
And see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I'm like, I'm gonna go with Ezekiel Masses too. I'm like, I'll go with Stukes and Masses because he picked two, and I'll just double up on Masses because I like defense, man, and I really, really do hope that we get an upgrade there because I think the Cameron Richardson, bro, I think he's on the bubble.
He's on his way out. I've been rooting for DCam, but he's never
definitely on the bubble. I feel
he even when injuries happen and he got his shot, to come in for those injuries. Quarterbacks went his way right away, and he did nothing about it. Yeah. So the preseason is going to be training camp, and preseason is going to be big for DCam, just to make the roster, not even just to like start or see the playing field, just to be some sort of a depth piece in that corner room.
Exactly, I agree with you 100%. Oh man, look at Raider Ryan, member for 15 months.
Yeah, I'm gonna post up this thing real quick. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm gonna go with my guy Rose Town. Zun's a sleeper. I agree, bro. This dude is gonna be a dude that he might steal somebody's job this training camp. We're gonna see what's what, and there's still battles. There's still battles there, right, left, maybe right side. You never know, bro. So, you never know.
Jay, let me tell you like this. I don't consider him a sleeper. I consider him an actual starter on this offensive line.
No,
I think he's going to come in and start. Don't be surprised.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why I I'm thinking he's competing, bro. I'm thinking he's competing for.
You said this is when it is time, like the pads come on. It is time to put up or shut up. Best believe he's going to get some reps against who, number 98 on the other side of the ball.
And I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Because guess what? If he pads up, bro, that's the best part to watch and go practice. I don't give a fuck about the rest of practice. Bro, when you watch the Hogs, the offense and defensive line, oh, bro, that's where you're going to tell if you can win. Because those pimps up front, bro, they do work. And I'm telling you, bro, Trey Zune can play both sides of the offensive line.
Yeah.
Bro, five positions on the line, homie. That's a bad motherfucker. That's one bad dude.
Brandon Carroll would have loved him.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's not even a utility. I mean, when you play him at a high clip, it's not even a utility player anymore. You're like talking to some other legs. He the super, man. He the super. He's the supervisor. He's the dude. He's the dude that just comes in and does everything, bro. At a high clip. Makes you a brand new bathroom if you wanted to. There you go. See? But real quick, shout out to my guy Rorschach. He says show is live for WPG. Yeah, but show is live for the 2026 season. Hopefully y'all have a great one. I've been just chilling like a villain. Me too, bro. Me and you both. For sure. Let's see here. There was one. Shout out my guy Ray Travis says preseason will show more than training camp. Yes, sir. Yeah. It's kind of like the prelude to, obviously it's a prelude to actual preseason games, And like I said, I feel like that's really where we're going to see the majority of Mendoza. We're going to go ahead and talk about that in just a bit for sure. Let's see. Shout out to my guy, Raider Ryan, a member for 15 months. Salute to you. Appreciate you, my guy. Also, my guy, Rorschach, as well. Hit those thumbs and like and subscribe. Wipe them feet. Pay your body tabs. All the above to show some love for the fire content. Hey, man. I
Get over there,
appreciate you, brother.
mules.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for pulling up and being a member for 15 months. And then my guy Rorschach being a member for 5 months. Appreciate you guys. Salute, salute. All right. Let me ask you guys this. And it might seem like it's kind of the same question, but it kind of ain't. Who do y'all feel is gonna be that guy, bro? That dude, the main guy, the main rookie who will stand out in this training camp. I feel like last year, and y'all can disagree with me, and it's okay. I feel Darian Porter was kind of that guy who kind of was a standout. A lot of praise was coming out of camp for him. Literally, almost they're competing for a starting role. But who do you guys feel this year? This training camp is going to be the guy that rookie standout. Well, I'll go back to you,
Bro, we just got done talking about him. Trey motherfucking Zune. You better learn that name. You better call him Mr. Zune when he walks by, bro. Because that dude is going to be one bad hombre. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, like to be able to do all the things that he does at the clip that he does, and when he pads up, bro, hey, we already know JPJ is on notice. Hey, I don't know what other guard you see that we can bring in that we have. I mean, like guys are talking about Buford. Buford might start. I mean, like, yeah, he might be a little bit more advanced, but that means that you're going to see this guy at a high clip this year. Mm-hmm. Besides Stooks, Stooks is going to start. I guarantee you, Stooks starts.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, but the only other guy that I think will get that much will be Trey motherfucking Zoo.
QP says if JPJ can't stay healthy on the field, it might be Trader. Okay, Trader, but there you go. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kind of preview also the training camp side, the regular training camp vets report. I believe next Wednesday or Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So the 28th. I don't know offhand what day that actual day of the week that falls on, but we're gonna be previewing that for sure. Will, who do you feel is going to be that rookie standout that's just going to be like, that's the dude?
Trey motherfucking Zoom. I mean, like, do I have to repeat myself? Dude, that dude is a motherfucking dude. He's going to come out and people are going to be like, we got that guy in the third round. Mm-hmm. They're going to be like, a third round. We got a potential starter, bro, on the offensive line in the third round. And watch him, bro. They're going to use him all over the field. If they feel that he's better than the second string left tackle, he'll play left tackle if freaking Colton Miller goes down. If they think he's the best or the second guy at left guard, you're going to see this dude play a lot, bro. And you're going to see him play all over the place. Unless freaking coach likes him somewhere really specific and he starts.
Can't keep him off the field.
Bro, Rick Dennison ain't no fucking pendejo, bro. That dude has built offensive lines for a living for 20 plus years. You think that old ass fucking motherfucker didn't come out there with the heart on after he heard Trey Zoom in the third round? Bro, all that Viagra was pumping at once in his fucking heart. So yeah, bro, like I'm telling you, bro. Hey, learn that name, Mr. Motherfucking Zoom.
Yeah.
You better ask somebody.
I'm gonna go with Zoom, but my 1B to that, and shout out to Huey, McCoy, man. I do think McCoy's if he's able to go ahead and stay healthy during training camp, he's definitely going to show why he should have been picked at number 1 and why we literally kind of stole the draft back in April. So I agree with you, my guy. If he could stay healthy, McCoy is going to be definitely a guy that's going to be competing for a starting role, and he might take He might take somebody's job. Let's just keep it a bean. He might take somebody's job. So
That's
I'm
the
excited
sign
to see.
first.
Yeah. But they're gonna sign, bro. Like when has really a rookie not signed? It's very rare and in between if that ever happens. Obviously, we know who hasn't signed, but hey, it's all about just making sure the guarantee money's in place, bro. So that's usually the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But speaking of that dude, Fernando, we talked about a little bit earlier, but obviously this is going to be Fernando's real first test in the Raiders offseason, hitting training camp, putting the pads on. It's not going to be, hey, I touched you, you're sacked, you know. It's going to be for real this time. Dudes are going to go ahead and pop them and definitely go ahead and welcome into the league for sure. But how do you guys feeling about Fernando going into this training camp? And obviously, preseason right around the corner, he's going to be doing that as well. Do you think it's going to be he's going to be a sink? Is he going to sink, or he's actually going to swim in this training camp? Well, I'll go to you first. What do you think, bro? What?
I feel so magical, bro.
Was there supposed to be some type of sound effect? No, I'm like waiting for it.
Yeah. Hey.
I still can't hear it.
Oh,
No.
you guys still can't.
No.
Oh, man, it must not be playing over the thing. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Boo. Fucking sound effects machine.
He had a Chief fan working it.
No, man.
No, for real.
Man, honestly, I'm going to tell you, like, how do I feel about him going into it? Bro, he's not in a sink or swim situation. He's literally in
not the situation part, but he could still potentially sink.
Like, how are you going to sink? You're the third string on the bench. You can't sing no lower than the third string on the bench.
Let's keep it real. I mean, everybody knows that there's certain expectations for Fernando Mendoza, even though there shouldn't be any. There's still some expectations. So if this dude literally starts throwing, picks left and right, bro, worse than Gino,
bro,
I think we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Hey, here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with Fernando Mendoza, bro. We'll see him next year.
Yep, I agree. I agree with that.
Unless freaking Kurt Cobain's has totally lost all his mojo and like he's already fucking like 1 foot in the grave, I'll be like, you're gonna see Kurt Cobain's out there, bro. I'm telling you. And I'm like, hey, and this is where I have a question for you guys later on, right? We were talking about it in the green room or in our chat stream, which because we're not going to win very many games. And I think they don't want to mess this kid up.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll be like, are you really going to bring him in and like go like, oh yeah, bro, after 4 games, we suck. We're 0-3. Is Fernando Mendoza or 0-4? Kurt Cobain's got 16 sacks. Is Fernando Mendoza really going to go in there and start winning games? Hell no. That means there's issues. That means there's things that got to get fixed. And let's be real, bro. There's a lot of issues on the offensive line. How many games does it usually take a team to gel? It takes time.
Apparently 17.
Sometimes it's 24 games, bro.
Hey,
or are we at 30, 48?
Well, and I mean, like,
bro.
No, you ain't lying, bro. And that's the thing. And maybe we'll figure out our offensive line before the season starts. You know, things like that. I'll be like, there's a lot of things that got to happen and start to go in place before you put Fernando Mendoza out there. Because this kid is not a guaranteed success.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody telling me that this kid is a true, like, he ain't Peyton Manning. He's fucking Fernando Mendoza.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not put this kid in other realms and like some special realm where he was the first round draft pick. Yeah. So was fucking Jamarcus Russell. And look what happened because we put him out there without having everything in tune, without a supporting cast, without having offensive line blocking. So for me, I mean, like, bro, he can't sink any lower. You're on the fucking depth chart. You're probably not going to play till next year. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? If you guys want to play it and say, hey, week 14 to 15, that's when I would expect to see him.
Mm-hmm. I like that because I'm trying to make that week 15 game.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, because at that point, if you know where you're at in the season.
If you're not winning games, might as well get him the experience.
Exactly. That's where you go and you say at week 14, you get Fernando the experience. You groom him the whole way through. Fuck, you suck. Bro, I'm telling you like this. When you first start at something, you fucking suck. What did he say? I'm working on my footwork and my timing. Footwork and timing is the bare basics of the West Coast offense.
Taking snaps under center.
Yeah.
He said he was working on that as well.
Getting all those things, guys, those are all the bare basics. So how are we going to say that Fernando Mendoza is going to be fucking ready by week 4? By week 3? When he's learning the steps. 1. When he's learning how to pre-read the field. When Kurt Cobain's over there already got that experience. He's like, hey, baby, come eat some ice cream at my house. I got some chiclets over here. And you can read my 18 playbooks that I've had before, and you can look at things. So, man, I really just hope, man, that like I said, there's nowhere for him to sink. There's only a place for him to grow. Yeah. For Fernando Mendoza, the only roof is pointing up, bro.
Even through those mistakes as well. You know, he's going to make – that's what Raider Nation needs to understand. He is going to make mistakes. He's a rookie. You know, like I think that's what was bothering me when we were talking about the, you know, pre-draft with Mendoza is people were looking at him like – or from our standpoint, from my standpoint, is people thought I was banging for the table for Mendoza, hoping Mendoza's going to come in and be the magical unicorn and take us to the Super Bowl rookie year and win us. No, it's going to take time. I know that. Yeah. But I also know you need a right coach. You need a right situation. We've said that with many, many quarterbacks. But to Raider Will's point, I would also add this with the Jamarcus Russell take, work ethic. Jamarcus Russell and Fernando Mendoza have a different work ethic. Fernando Mendoza wants to get better. Fernando Mendoza wants to work on his footwork. He will not. Hey, you give him a blank tapes, he's gonna probably come back like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Primo, you let him. That's true, 100%. Let him know, Primo.
Like, let's keep it a buck. So that's why the Raider PTSD, it's real. I get that, but two different players. Like Will said, Fernando Mendoza is not Peyton Manning. He's not Tom Brady. He is Fernando fucking Mendoza. That is it. He is not nobody else. And the Raiders coaching staff has a plan for him. Do I think he'll sink or swim? I think he'll swim because of that work ethic that he has brought to the Raiders and just to himself. He wants to get better. But of course, from our standpoint, we haven't seen what does that look like. We haven't seen any videos in training camp. They haven't put the pads on. Preseason has not, hasn't started. This is what I said with Mendoza. The answers are going to start becoming more clear once training camp finally comes around. The pads go on. I'm telling you, I circled that Houston joint practice. You're going to go against one of the best defenses in the league. That is where you're going to see what Fernando Mendoza is really made of. And also, I don't want us to play safe in preseason. If this rumor of Kurt playing the entire season is any truth to that, put Fernando Mendoza out there and get him as much experience as he can. Even though it's just preseason, I don't care. If you're not going to play him in the regular season, get him as much experience because you ain't wearing a red shirt in preseason. You got people trying to come after you and take your head off. Whether people come out, second string, third string, those are still NFL players. I like to see anybody in this chat and on this panel try to go take a snap in the NFL against some third stringers. I'd probably be running for my life. Like, nah, I don't want this ball. he's still gonna have people coming to take his head off. And that's what I put the pressure on Fernando Mendoza. Don't baby him in this training camp. Do not baby him in this preseason. Put all the pressure on him. And then we'll get this question more clear. Is he going to sink or is he going to swim?
100%, bro. I agree 100%. You have to put the pressure. You have to see how he reacts to different defenses, different packages. And if, not only the actual getting hit part, but the pressure of it, like you said, and being able to go ahead and identify, certain defensive schemes and be able to go ahead and, audible, call timeout, whatever he needs to go ahead and do to make proper adjustments and know like, oh shit, these dudes are most likely going to come in the blitz. I need to go ahead and get rid of the ball early, because it's going to come. So I got to be ready. Right. And I'm going to ask you guys this question. I feel that Fernando's, he's gonna swim. I'm not too worried about that part. I honestly don't think anybody could probably be worse than Jamarcus Russell. I don't know, but that's pretty bad, bro. That's like your uber worst case scenario, bro. But we talked about this kind of earlier today, and we wanted to go ahead and kind of also bring it up to our chat. What is the likelihood of Fernando actually sitting all season? I know, Will, you said about maybe the most about 15 games, maybe having him play the last 2, maybe 3 games of the end of the season. I think pretty much you kind of said the same. I'll go back to you in a second. But shout out to my guy Severe in the building. He said in training camp, look for his Hickzaya masses if he's healthy to allow if he's allowed to fully participate, and obviously Jermon McCoy if he's allowed to fully participate in that. Let's see here. Hold on. Certified Junkie. I got this hat at the Raider Image, my guy. So I don't know. I think they still have some.
Raider Image be taking our money, man. They know,
bro.
Raider gear.
What is it, Hoyer? I think Brian Hoyer was the one that actually wore this, like during a game, and I'm like, I want that fucking hat. Like, I need that in my life now.
It's always the players. The players be wearing some freaking dope ass hats, man.
I haven't seen them really rock like some good shit. Hoyer was the only one really like I've seen with a nice hat, and then the next year. They like
it's always the backups, bro.
Yeah, Super Gino had a fucking.
That's all they're doing shit. Is wearing hats.
Yeah, Gino wore that shit, and I'm like, man, fuck that. But hey, this is one of my favorite hats for sure. So Primus, what do you feel like? Do you think what's the likelihood of actually Fernando sitting all season long? Do you see him eventually coming out, and around what game do you think that's gonna happen at?
Latest, maybe the last game of the season. But here's why I say week 14, week 15. I agree with Raider Will is just the schedule. Like wins are not going to come, and if the wins don't come, why not put Mendoza out there? If you been eliminated from the playoffs, or there's a likely chance you are not going to make the playoffs, which let's keep it real, Raider Nation. The Chiefs are perennial playoff team. The Chargers are a perennial playoff team. Same with the Broncos. They just coming off the number 1 seed. The Raiders are not there yet. Doesn't mean they can't be, but to ask that from this season, also going against the NFC West, that juggernaut of a division, 3 playoff teams in that division, Mendoza should see the field week 14, week 15, especially if you have a losing record. Why not? Why not put Mendoza out there if you have a losing record? Like, at that point, I feel like that is more of a bad thing or a bad growth for Mendoza. Because, again, if he's going to make mistakes, like Kubiak, you can't play it safe with Mendoza. If you have a losing season, don't be like, oh, we're just going to wait till next season with Mendoza. No, you have a chance to go see what he can do with actual bullets, going against a starting defense. And say what you want. Let me see if I can take a look at her schedule real quick. You have the Broncos, the Titans, the Cardinals, and the Chiefs the last 4 games. I think that's a pretty good schedule for Mendoza to get his feet wet in the season. But if you go through this entire season not playing Mendoza, essentially his sophomore year will be his rookie year.
Mm-hmm. Well, you sticking by your 15 around game 15?
You know what, bro? I'm gonna
15.
tell you like this. You asked what the probabilities were of Mendoza playing this season. I'm gonna go like 80% to 90% that he'll play this season. Why? Because we fucking suck. I'd be like, we talked about it, bro. We ain't that much better this year. And I don't want to hear this whole thing, hey, we going to the playoffs. Playoffs, my Jim Mora voice. What the fuck you talk about, bro?
We just want to win a game.
We just want to get through the season without getting pounded. But do I see that we'll have more wins the next year? Yeah. But to even be close to it, I'll be like, I don't think we'll be close. So, yes, I do expect them to play game 14, 15. Yeah. Like that's exactly where I expect them to be ready at. Mm-hmm. That's exactly where I expect the team to be like, hey, you know what? These defenses now later on, if these defenses are going into the playoffs, the Denver Broncos, they're not going to have all their starters out there. They'll have them for a while. He'll get some reps against them. He'll get to go against their ones. He'll get some season. He'll get pepped up. Next year, everybody will be hyped up because then it'll be the Fernando Mendoza trade.
Yes.
Yeah. And then shout out to Raider Scorpio. He says, all depends on the online how it holds up. You don't need him to get hurt out there.
You can't play it safe with him.
You can't play it completely. You can't shelter this dude,
You can't.
Let's just not put him out there against any pass rush.
If he throws 3 picks, he throws 3 picks. That's the thing. Like, let him make those mistakes. Because next year, when it's
talking about more of the hurt, like getting injured perspective, but so like let's say we go with Will's scenario, right? Week 15, he comes in, he gets hurt the following game. I mean, it's not going to go ahead and really improve, impact the season like that. Now, yes, it would suck for Fernando to be injured, depending what type of injury. If even
God forbid, what
right? If it happens, right? It just depends on the injury. It could be a rolled ankle, it could be whatever, right? So it all just kind of depends. But eventually, this is a contact sport. Things are going to happen. Yeah. I think. Going kind of because I agree with kind of Will's scenario where you're probably going to see him maybe week 14, week 15, especially depending how our record is, which I don't see us having a winning season this year. I'm keep it a bean.
I'm with you on that.
Hey, keep it a bean, bro.
With you.
Yeah. So with that being said, you still have to go ahead and give him some exposure now. The only instance we're going to see Fernando Mendoza come in earlier is if Kirk Cousins goes down, he gets injured. Even that, I don't know. You never know. They might throw in the other guy first. His initials are AOC to go ahead and
MVP season incoming, as Demokes would say.
To go ahead and
leader of the AOC,
the front of the season. Before they probably stick in Fernando, but yeah, I don't know. That's a whole different other question there in itself. But you have to kind of go ahead and have them test the waters and actually get the feel of the game live in action. Not a preseason game, but even preseason games, you're not going up top tier talent because you're probably going against 2s and 3s, and then.
Maybe practice squad
guys off the street,
players.
Off the street. You're getting a little bit of mixed talent, but you're not getting a whole lot of talent. You're not getting the cream of the crop. It's a whole different other beast. So, yeah, you definitely got to go ahead and put them out.
Another thing I want to point out: why are we always so negative, Nation? Let's go to the flip side. What if Mendoza balls out in those 4 games going into the offseason?
Yeah.
Again, not saying let's expect that. But anything can happen any given Sunday. He can get hurt. Yeah, he can throw, look really bad 3 interceptions. But what if he's out there 3 touchdowns or even just being efficient? Not committing turnovers, but just being efficient, having a good completion percentage, helping the offense move the ball, scoring touchdowns. That's really what I want to see. Are you putting points up on the board, whether that's passing touchdowns or just leading the offense in general?
Yeah, it's sustaining drives.
Yeah.
If you get, even if you're not throwing, you're not throwing the touchdown, you're setting up for the touchdown itself, right? So whether you're handing it off to Genty or Big Mike
Boogie gets
Washington.
creative, end around with Tucker, whatever the case may be.
Whatever it is, like it's just moving the ball or getting 3 on the board. That's also where we fucked up a lot last year too, and that was just like, wow, we can't even do that right. We can't even go ahead and set up for a proper field goal. It was crazy. Shout out to my guy Severe. He says week 14 makes sense because it's the Chargers and after the bye, but Mendoza against the Broncos defense could get ugly. I think it's just growing pains. Gotta put them out there, and I think that's the thing. Is just like can't baby this guy anymore. Once he gets that exposure and we know like, okay, this guy is just maybe, he needs a few more starts for him to really, be ready to go. That's cool. That's one thing. But yeah, you gotta give him exposure for sure. All right, let me go ahead and kind of switch gears a little bit from the Fernando talk to possession battles. We kind of talked about it a little bit briefly earlier. What are some of the positions to kind of keep an eye out for? What battles are going to be interesting? I mentioned earlier the offensive line. Zune, I think, it's that monkey wrench and putting everybody on notice, keeping everybody on the toes. But outside of that, who do you guys feel, or what position do you guys feel is a position of interest and to kind of keep out for big battles? Primos, I'll go with you this time.
I'm going to the corner room. You have Eric Stokes as looking to come into the season as your corner 1. Outside of that, who is the corner 2? Who's going to be on the corner 2? Who's going to be, Terrion Johnson's looking to be the nickel. I'm interested to see how he looks, given he was holding out for I think it was his contract, but he came back. But again, you got Jermon McCoy, you got Hezekiah Masses, you got Darian Porter, who we said had some hype going into training or coming out of training camp last year. So you have 3 guys that could be possibly fighting for that corner 2 spot, even though me personally, I believe Darian Porter, I would like for him to be in the slot, but he's more of a big body corner. So corner 2, I could see him where they would want him in Rob Leonard's scheme. But again, you got 2 other guys who are big bodies, and Jermon McCoy was a first-round talent that fell to the 4th because of injuries. Just like Severe said, if he's healthy, the talent is there with Jermon McCoy. I would not be shocked if come the end of training camp, end of preseason, Jermon locks corner 2 once training camp is said and done. But the corner room is definitely something that I'm watching. And just DCAM too. We talked about it earlier. I want to see can DCAM find a spot on this roster. He is definitely on the bubble. This is his last shot to make an NFL roster. He had opportunities in the past given injuries, and he still couldn't perform. He couldn't play at a high level. It seemed like every time he just came in, quarterbacks immediately targeted him, and he did nothing to stop that. So is this going to be the year that DCAM finally, kind of shuts the haters up, or is he going to prove the critics right once again and possibly be looking for a new job elsewhere?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, what about you? Who do you feel? What positions do you feel that need to be looked out for big battles to come?
Bro, I hate you that you said offensive line because those big sexy motherfuckers.
We'll talk about it. It's all good. I don't want to guard it.
That's definitely the most interesting for me because, like I said, that's where you win the games is in the trenches. So let's talk about that. Left guard, right tackle. Who do you got? Who's starting? Who's going there? That's my questions, right? Defensive tackle. Who's going to start there? Right? Oh, nobody knows. I don't know. Shoot, you're going to tell me
Adam Butler
Adam Butler's going to start in the 3-4 front as a.
Don't just say nothing bad about Adam Butler. That's 805's guy. He's protected. But you can't.
So this is where the thing comes down, right? So then that means if we're playing him in a 3-4 front, he's not going to be a double A gap plugger.
Yeah.
So that means we're going to be slanting and we're going to be using a lot of stunts on that backside instead of just having all that, because you can't have him as a double A gap plugger. So when you have that, then you got to say, hey, who's going to play opposite of Max Crosby at defensive end? Is it going to be Kwity Paye? Is it going to be Malcolm Kuntz?
Yeah.
That's where I'm saying that's why it's the most interesting part for the Raiders. Because offensively and defensively, like both of them is where we need to maximize positions. Yeah, that's great. We got Tyler Lindenbaugh and then we got Colton Miller. Great. We got Max Crosby. Great. Who the fuck else we got?
Yeah, for sure. My guy Severe says Teron Johnson versus Stooks for the starting nickel spot. Stooks played primarily nickel for the Wildcats, and if Teron loses, he may get cut. You know what? I'm gonna throw this out there because I feel Stooks is probably gonna compete with Paul. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably full of it. I feel the Johnsons are going to battle it out, and you could still throw in Stooks into that because I think they're going to go ahead and just kind of like let that dude find his, more dominant position. It could be nickel. And this is crazy. This is kind of like the first time that we're pretty strong at nickel because any of these guys happen to win that job, man, that spot's going to be sweet.
Severe.
The biggest battle will be Trey Tucker and Jetty for the shortest guy on the team.
Hands down, the best comment tonight, bro. Hell no. Like this man said.
I have never. Hey, have they ever been like seen side by side? I would like to see that now.
I know, bro. What 1 inch difference? Depends. Put big cleats on Genty, he might win, bro.
This shit just got me all fucking distracted now. I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about.
The position battles.
I'm glad. I'm glad Severe brought up Trey Tucker because what about wide receivers? Like, did you have Naylor? People think Naylor could be your number one going into the season.
I think
I feel like Justin. I think he is. I think
I think look at the room. I mean, I don't think there's much competition there, bro. Like I think.
But I'm more watching them just because this is a group that people believe that can hold the Raiders' offense back, along possibly with the offensive line.
We already know this. We suck. We got the worst wide receiver room. I mean, like if you looked at our wide receiver room and you were like, "Hey, man, looks like we got a bunch of dogs in there." Man, what the fuck you been smoking? But let's look at it like this. Like Jay said, hey, I like what Jay was talking about. Let me go back to this Terrion Johnson situation. I think I was severe, Jay. I think Terrion Johnson is competing with Stooks. I don't think Palomao is in there because you don't want to. Palomao's young. I get that Terrion Johnson is young too, but he's injury prone. Palomao is a homegrown guy. So when you look at that and you look at the way that the depth is, right? Look at Jeremy Chin, Isaiah Palomao, Stooks, Johnson. Terrion Johnson only plays the nickel.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have versatility. And what's one thing that the Raiders are valuing on defense?
Versatility.
So that's why I think that Severe's on point with that, where he's saying, hey, it's Terrion Johnson or Stooks. If Terrion Johnson doesn't cut the mustard and put this dude on the bench and make this whole nickel situation just, hey, bro.
A
lock? Hey, and then remember, Terrion Johnson's money is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
They cut him. I'll be like,
no, I think he gets like a small thing that's guaranteed. It's not a lot. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, you're not going to lose a lot of money.
You're not losing. You're probably losing like 2, 3, something like that, which is not a lot at all.
There's so much competition this year. That's what I love about this team, is that we actually have guys that, hey, you could get cut, bro.
Yeah.
The Cameron Richardson, can't wait to see you. Fucking Porter, Darian Porter, Darren Porter, who? I think that guy plays for the Nuggets.
Yeah. This is interesting. What Severe posted up. Benson versus Thornton for the last wide receiver spot could get interesting. It could, bro. If I gotta look at it, as a kind of serious thing, I feel Benson might have it over Thornton just on the catch alone. Even they're both pretty bad at catching. Benson's hands have been suspect themselves, but I think out of the two, I think Benson's probably the better one, bro. Unless Thornton did something in the offseason to go ahead and kind of rectify that. I don't know. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see kind of how that plays out.
Dante Thornton couldn't catch a bunny at the bunny ranch. Dude's always open for a reason.
he couldn't catch a cold even if he tried.
Hey, bro, it's proven. I mean, like, hey, like we said, hey, show me if you got him. I'm like, I ain't seen shit from him. I'm like, the only thing you showed this year is that you're consistently inconsistent, and that what they said about you when you came out of college was absolutely true.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of hype for
a lot of
he's 6'4".
I was almost gonna say his name, bro. I was almost gonna say, like, the guy who's the guy to look out for. A lot of hype, and there was a lot of hype with Thornton. He just didn't pan out. I mean, I think the jury's still out for Porter. There definitely could be something there, but as far as Thornton, I think this is gonna be it, bro. If you can't produce, then I might see him not with us next year. So yeah, I feel like that might be a last hurrah for Dante Thornton. I know it's a draft pick and all that, but it might be something where either he gets released, he might get put on a trade if there's something were to happen sometime next off season, which is crazy. But let me move on to this one, and before I'll take some questions from the chat, but really quick. Again, appreciate everyone pulling up and tapping in with us on this Monday night. Make sure you guys hit the like, hit the subscribe to all the channels here. Make sure you guys go ahead and share to all social media platforms. Appreciate you guys tapping in, rocking with us. Salute to everybody in the building. All right. Let me hit y'all with this. And I put it up because we were talking about it earlier in our chat. Roster comparison as of this point right now, looking back at 2025 and going into that training camp with that kind of roster that we had and the one we currently have now, do you guys feel it's better or worse than last year? So, well, I'm gonna hit you with it first because this is your project, this is your baby, this is your baby.
Oh man, I thought I was supposed to ask the question. Yo, is this roster better? Holy cow, man, what a question. I'll be like, if I'm looking at the roster with names, right? Just looking at names. Do I think we got better names? Like people that people recognize? Yeah. We got Nakobe Dean. We picked up the guy from
Linderbaum.
Yeah, we picked up Linderbaum. No, I'm talking about the other freaking linebacker from
Quay Walker.
Quay Walker. We picked up like Tyler Lindenbach. All these guys are key pieces. 3 key pieces. Right? But our roster is so devastated, okay, and our team is so bad that, honestly, like, there's no way to go but up on our roster. Like, tell me who's last year's number 1 wide receiver? Trey Tucker? There you go. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, you got the number 1 tight end, still Brock Bowers. He ain't changed. Left tackle, still got Colton Miller. Now we actually have a center with Tyler Lindenbaugh. Got like three other positions on the offensive line. I don't fucking know. We go fucking figure it out in camp, right? So, do you have a running back? Yeah. And who was our starting quarterback last year? Gino motherfucking interception
the Tank Commander
Smith.
himself.
Fucking A, man. Freaking
You put
super
some respect
like,
on his name, god damn it.
Hey, freaking super worm or whatever. I mean,
About to take the Jets to the promised land.
Those braids must have been too tight for the oxygen to go to the brain to remember that, hey, we do not wear any other colors but silver and black, or black and silver. Because, man, we was just throwing it to the opposite team. So are you telling me Kurt Cobain's or Geno Smith? I'm thinking Kurt Cobain's all day long.
Yeah.
So just looking at the roster that way with names, yeah. But then again, it's all about the production on the field, right? It's all about what we do during the season. So do I think roster-wise we got better? Did we get bigger names? Did we get better players? Yeah. But until we prove it on the field, hey, man, that's all it is. It's something that's a piece of paper that has a lot of fancy names on it.
Yep. I can't say it any better than Will. I mean, it's all names. Like, it's better based off the names that you see on the piece of paper, but I'm going to say it's better based off the coaching staff. You have a coaching staff that clearly has a plan to set an identity for this Raiders roster. They know what they want to do by drafting Stooks. I think Severe brought it up. That hybrid safety coming into the box. They wanted to do it last year with Chin. They might do it this year with Stooks. They are clearly trying to find something with Stooks and Dalton Johnson, shore up that secondary altogether, adding Jermon McCoy. They added a lot of secondary pieces, and then you're adding Nakobe Dean and Quay Walker to the linebacker. That's not even to mention that you traded Max Crosby away just to get him back. So they addressed needs in the free agency period. They addressed needs in the draft. Talent-wise, I believe they got better. But to Will's point, this means nothing if, down the line, these guys are not panning out. They're not here for 4+ years. Hopefully, we're hoping these guys can get a second contract. And I say that because it starts with the draft. I've always preached that. It starts with the draft to turn this thing around. And if these rookies, these second-year guys, are not even going to be seeing their second contract with the Raiders, then that's when we have to look at our GM and Spytech and like, what the hell are you doing? You got to look at the coaching staff. How are you developing these guys? Yeah. But I believe that this coaching staff, they got a plan for all this entire roster. They know what they want. They know. I believe they are going to set an identity this season. And so, yeah, but hopefully down the line, I think maybe next year or 2 years, we're really going to get our answer because this year I'm already it's going to be a losing season just based off it's a young team. The growing pains are going to happen, but I think we're going to see hope with this roster that there's going to be a better future down the line.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the draft. It starts with the draft. That's really where you build, real competitive teams through the draft. You get your little pieces, and we've been preaching it time and time again. You get your little pieces through free agency, like that one little piece or two pieces that you're needing to go ahead and really put you over the top and make and let you be able to go ahead and actually make a big run. But I'm agreement. It's all names at this point. We really need to go ahead and see the performance out of it. That's going to be through training camp, through scrimmages, preseasons. That's really going to go ahead and determine whether this is really a better roster than it was last year going into training camp. Obviously, on paper it is, but that's kind of where it ends at this point. So, we know that Nakobe Dean hasn't been at off-season workouts and all that for majority of the off-season. So hopefully he's going to be able to go ahead and go into training camp and be able to go ahead and participate and hopefully maybe take a couple reps in preseason. But yeah, again, again to my guy Severe's point, it's a building year, and it's not going to look pretty. It's not going to look nice. I know we're an impatient fan base, and we're going to go ahead and be calling for heads if we're 0-5, this season. And hey,
Place bets when people want Kubiak fired.
prepare yourself for the worst. I've been telling you all season long. This season ain't gonna be pretty. And I hope I'm wrong. And I hope that it actually turns out to be the opposite. And maybe we're not doing so bad. Maybe we're even. Maybe we're a 3-3 team, or 4-5 team. Something along 4 3-3, 2-2 team, 2-3 team, stuff like that. And hopefully we're on the brisk of maybe putting a decent season together, and that's fine. But all intents and purposes, this season's gonna look shitty. It's gonna look better than what it did last year.
It is time.
It's still gonna look shitty. It's still gonna look like shit.
It's time for the Raiders to exceed expectations. Like for us as a fan base, lower your expectations, and it's time for the Raiders to prove it on the field. Like they need to prove it on the field that they can be a force to be reckoned with in the NFL and stop being the bitches of the NFL. Because right now they are 1-12 in the, like people saying we're gonna split with our division. You guys, they are 1-12 in the past 2 years against the division. What have they done to make you guys think they could split the division, the entire division? I have them getting swept by the Chiefs. I have them getting swept by Denver. Maybe they can split with the Chargers, but as of yet, since Jim Harbaugh's been there, he's owned our ass.
Yeah.
What have the Raiders done to prove to you guys that they can beat the division, or at least split, go 3-3 with the division? Because I haven't seen it. Raider will. Have you seen anything?
No, and I'm going to ask you guys the question I was going to ask you guys, like I said, from the green room. Bro, is this team a more than 5-win team? I'm like, look,
I'm not gonna put any actual number on it. I'm not, because we can go, hey, if we win one more game that we did last year, I think
but I'm just asking you if it's a 5-win team.
I'm not gonna put a name on it. What if we go ahead
I'll answer it, Will.
Bro?
No.
What if I go around and win 6
fine.
games? Double than we did last year.
No, that's okay. But
what if we win 4 games? I don't know.
That's okay. Did I say that's a bad thing? Again,
no.
This is I'm asking, is this a more than 5-win team to you? Like at the end of the day, when people go like, oh, only 5 wins, I'm like, bro, that's more than we had last year. Yeah. I'm like, and like Leon in here already said it. He's like, hey, I need to see players develop. There's more important things than winning.
Yes,
right
this season. Yeah.
If the Raiders were a freaking playoff team and a Super Bowl bound team, then I would be like, we need to win and we need to do this, but we're not. And I'd be like, if you look at our schedule, to get more than 5 wins, we're going to have to be pretty fucking locked in.
You're going to have to win some games that you shouldn't have not won.
So
that's why I agree with you. For me, Will, right at 5. I have them right at 5. I see some.
I will not put a number on it. These guys are go ahead, put numbers. That's fine. Again, I've always said I'm not putting expectations on the season. Whether it be more than 5 wins, that's still putting an expectation. I expect them to win more than 5 games, or I don't expect them to win 5 games. Whatever it is. Hey, look, I'll be happy if they win one more game that they did last year. But for me, honestly, it's gonna be once that first game. After that first game, I can go ahead and make that assessment, because it's gonna transition over onto the field. Not even in preseason can we fairly judge this, because there's dudes buying for their jobs during preseason. There's like 2s and 3s trying to go ahead and make sure they make the 53. So there's a lot of that going on. But week 1 is really going to be your telltale. And, we'll see whether this is going to be, a 5-win team, or it's going to be less than a 5-win team based on the performance on the field at that first game. And, we don't have the easiest opponent, but we don't have the most difficult one either. So it's gonna be a good test going up against the Dolphins week 1 in Vegas. So at that point, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna put the eye test, and I'll be like,
But also remember, week
"They are
one is a
not." No, I'm
lie.
just kidding.
Yeah. Hey, but
Remember
you know
that
what?
too.
Hey,
Week one is a
look-
lie.
Hey, can you pop up Severe's comment? And this is what I love about Severe, bro. This one's legit. It says if we win 5 or 6 games, but are competitive with all the rest of the or are competitive for the
I'm
rest of the
confident
year,
all year.
you know, or competent all year, I'd be ecstatic. With a rookie head coach, everything like that, bro. And that's why I said if this team is not more than a 5 to 6 win team to me, okay.
Yep.
So, and I'm not trying to be a bad Raiders fan. I'm actually saying, hey, man, this is good. Like this gives us a building base and it makes us grow. So I'm like, that's why I said Fernando Mendoza will probably play week 14. Like, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I'm like, guys, being a 5-win team, a 6-win team, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
especially in the first year.
You know,
I never said
as
it
much-
was. I don't. I think the 5 or 6 wins were good. I just don't want to
Yeah.
put that expectation on there. You know, for me, even if we win 4 games this year, I feel that like, bro, we on track to build. We
Yeah.
won one more game that we did last year.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if we tied, then you're like, it's kind of a wash. If we lose, if we only win 2 games this year, I mean, it's gonna be like, okay, what's going on? Why are we regressing? You know, but also you have to, like Severe said, you gotta that comparison on the field. They have to look competent. That's competitive and competent.
Yeah.
Like they know what they do. They look like a professional football team, not
Yeah.
like, you know, the down
Bro,
the street.
I'll tell you like
team,
this.
bro.
Losing by 1 point and getting your ass clapped by 20, there's a difference.
100%.
Straight up, bro. I mean, like, why are we fucking around? Like, yo, straight up, if we lose by a point, if we lose by a tutty, if we lose by a field goal, if we lose by a last minute thing, but we competing and we fighting like dogs, bro, and our team isn't just getting blanked out, looking by the 3rd game of the season like they're already ready to drink mojitos and go on to the postseason. I'm like, come on, bro. You know, that's where I go like, hey, man, we got to look at stuff and say, is this team going to compete? Is this team getting better?
Yeah.
You know, and then when that happens, then I'm good with it.
Yeah. And I think that's where I'm at, is that I will put a 5, them at a 5-win team. To answer your question, Jay, is that my expectation? I would argue no, because what I'm looking for. People will ask me, well, how many wins do you think they'll get? 5, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for, hopefully they get 5 wins so my prediction could be right. No, on paper, I believe they're a 5-win team, but I've always said I'm not expecting wins going into this season. I'm with Severe. I want to see player development. I want to see how we look on the football field. Am I ready to turn my TV off in the first 5 minutes of the game starting or not? Like,
Right.
or am I actually enjoying? Is this going to be like the Houston Texans game, or like, bro, where has this team been all season? Like, at least I'm enjoying the game. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I want.
Mhm.
Can I enjoy Raider football even through the losses? Can I enjoy Raider football? Like, damn, Raider Will, did you see how Traden Stukes looked out there? Did you see how
Yes.
Jamon
Yes.
McCoy looked out there? Genty looked out there? Like that's what I want to see. The young guys stepping up to the plate and just making Raider Nation like there's some hope in the future.
Just want to talk.
Yeah,
my
even
shit
through the
during
losses. Even through the losses. The wins may not be there. But through the losses,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be up here like, hey, next season, one more off season, maybe we can be a playoff contender. But 2026, this season is about player development. How does Kubiak game manage as a head coach? That is one thing we're gonna have to see out of him. How is he gonna coach at the head coaching level? How is Rob Leonard gonna coach a defense? First time defensive coordinator. There's a lot of questions, you guys, that is way bigger than how many wins will the Raiders win?
Yeah.
Or how many
Yeah, it's
games will the Raiders win? There's way more important questions than that question.
Yeah, there's definitely more questions. Not just the players this season. I feel like it's always the same shit, kind of the same year. We're always going to go ahead and see how this coaching staff does, and we had kind of, some people. I can't speak for everybody because there's some people here who didn't have high expectations of last season, and they'll tell you. I did. Hey, bro, I drank the Kool-Aid. It's all good. I had a little bit of expectations last year. You're like, okay, cool. We got a more seasoned coach, and we got the premier, the highly sought out offensive coordinator, and we kept our DC last year, and it was fucking disappointment, man. I mean, you know what I mean, and that obviously we all know how that went, right? And yes, we got Fernando, that's great, but still, man, you don't want to go through the season, through that shit again. I mean, we go through it every year, right? So, but this season with Kubiak in here, same thing. I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but I'm very interested how this offense is going to look. In preseason. Well, obviously we're not going to see the whole book, but week 1 is really, I want to really see how that where that offense is really going to look. Robbie Leonard, this is his first time at the helm on the defensive side of the ball. So obviously there's question marks surrounding him, but his, as far as his tutelage, goes pretty deep. So I feel like we're going to see a little bit more aggressiveness from this defense. I could be wrong, right? But I definitely feel there's going to be different packages, different looks that's going to be coming out of that 3-4. So I don't know, but really quick, let me go ahead and hit up the chat again. I appreciate everyone who's been tapping in and rocking with us on this Monday night. Make sure again you guys hit that like, hit that subscribe on this channel. Make sure you guys go ahead and share it to all social media platforms. Subscribe to all the channels. My guy Will to my right, Silver Black Radio Podcast.
Let's
and
go.
My guy Raider Primos as well.
Right
Make sure
over
you
there.
guys go ahead and hit that subscribe on my guys here. All right. Let me go ahead and hit up the chat. Let's see here. So Rosetown says he's at 7 to 8 wins himself. Okay. Raider Scorpio says just one more than last year. I'll be satisfied. Okay. Raider J Mar says it's a 5-win team. Okay. All right. Leon says he does need to see player development over wins. All right. That's cool. I am in agreement, bro, for sure. Shout out to our guy Arnie in the building. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Arnie with the question. He says, who are most interesting? Seeing plenty of snaps during preseason on offense and defense. I want to answer that.
For me, it's Mendoza. Again, I said it earlier in the show. If you're gonna start, that's the rumor. Start Kirk Cousins all 17 games and have Mendoza on the bench. Give him as many snaps as he can get in preseason, and plenty of it. I don't want to just see one drive, 2 drives. Like, no, if you're not going to play him in the regular season, if that is the game plan that this coaching staff wants to go with, give him as many reps as he can in preseason. I want to see him take a lot of snaps.
Yeah. Well,
I want to see Trey Zoom take a lot of motherfucking snaps, baby. I mean, like, I want him to get all of them, every single one. At left tackle, left guard, center, right guard, right tackle, spaceman, whatever we need. If we need a guy that gets blocked, we need to put Trey Zoom there. So that's the one guy that I'm excited to see get a lot of snaps in the preseason, because I want to see if he's going to start, if he's going to make a push, and where he makes a push at, because of course his versatility.
Yeah. For me, and I'm gonna trip y'all out. So for me, Crawford, I'm interested in seeing him take some snaps during preseason, and our Oos, also taking some snaps as well. Yeah, Lakitasi at defensive, big Oos, 370 pounds, a lot of mass. And he's been working on it in the offseason. So if we see him, quite a few snaps in preseason, and that dude just plowing motherfuckers, hey, and holding the gap. Positive necessary, closing the gap.
Yeah.
Don't open it, dog.
Hey, I need him to show those fucking chest hairs, bro.
Just rip that jersey off.
Stop it. Oh man, let's see.
But I'll ask you
That's
guys
another
this.
guy that has hype, coming out, but again, hasn't really lived up to it. But
yeah,
that is a guy that I'm gonna be interested in seeing. Laki Tassi finally get an opportunity at the defensive tackle position. Can he possibly make a rotational spot?
Yeah, that would be definitely very interesting. Shout out to our guy Raider Paul in the building. My guy with the hold on, dog. Let me do it right. It's been a while. What? Hold on. Come on, man.
Yeah.
StreamYard fucking me up, man. Let's see. Go back down here. All right. Yeah, Sabir says Raider fans have high expectations every year, and this team disappoints us every year. Switch it up from once, start off with low expectations, and be pleasantly surprised for once. Yeah, man, I agree, bro.
Yeah.
If they oversee like our low expectations, it's like, all right, cool, like they actually had a pretty productive year,
Yeah.
So that's the way you gotta kind of look at it at times, hopefully we hit rock bottom. Hopefully now the only way is up. I ain't trying to go ahead and be fucking 1-16, bro. Goddamn, bro. That'll hurt, bro. That'll hurt.
Back-to-back years with the number one pick.
Exactly. Let's see here. Travis says my big expectation this year is that the Raiders.
That right there, Travis. Hey, man, I just want to talk my shit, man.
I
want to go in there. I want to go in there and look at that Chiefs fan and say, fuck your team, and say it with pride.
Hold on.
Y'all ain't ready, homeboy. Get to walking.
Exactly. When I walk in there, bro, I want them to know that fuck your team and Raiders bitch is coming.
Raiders bitch. Oh man. Let's see. Brady says I got a second in our division. Wow, bro. How about expectations?
Who are we beating?
All right.
Hey, who are we beating in your stuff? Like, I want to know who they got above us.
I don't know.
Yeah, who he got below us? That's what I want to know.
Well, I would get the rest of the information by him telling us who he has above us.
Oh.
Right. Now you picked our curiosity. Xavier says I'm looking out for Savian Sword. I liked him, and I'm glad we signed him. I like his game, and we're desperate for a linebacker at depth. He was pretty damn good at Arkansas, but undersized for the position. Yeah, I mean, look, just for depth, bro. I'm good with it. Senior Sloan is another guy to just kind of keep your eye on, and he's getting a little bit of steam. He's getting a little steam. So Sloan might be the next dark horse coming into this training camp, and might fuck around and make that 53. You never know. I'm calling it right now. Sloan might fuck around and make the 53. Not saying he's gonna start. I'm saying he's gonna make the 53, maybe.
Bro, he's been making some waves, right? And that's the thing. That's why a lot of people are talking about him right now, because he's been making some waves. But here's the thing, bro. How is he a dark horse? Tell me who else we got at linebacker besides Nakobe Dean and Clay Walker.
You heard? Sorry, bro.
Bro, my man got so jumbled.
Lindenberg.
He's like, we got
Eichenberg, Lindenberg,
both Lindenberg and Eichenberg.
Well, Eichenberg's but
basically,
I like Cody more, bro.
Hey, the linebacker room, we don't have depth. That's why everybody's worried, right? That's why everybody's saying, "Hey, man, if one of our linebackers goes down, bro, we're like, especially in a 3-4 defense."
Yeah.
At this point in time. Now you never know, because Now
we
now
can
we're gonna
address it
start getting
later
back
on.
into the busy season, and there might be some transaction that happens during training camp, during preseason. Might pick up a guy before we go into week 1. You never know. Guys get cut all the time.
It could be. And that's the thing. For right now, if you look at it, that's why people are worried. That's why people are going, oh, Nakobe Dean isn't at practice. Oh, he hasn't done this. It gets, but here's the thing. I'm like, we have to see what we got. And especially as an undrafted player, hey, bro, we might get the next Debo.
Mm-hmm.
You never know. Debo was an undrafted player. You know, people didn't believe in him. I think he got even cut.
I think so.
So at the end of the day, I'd be like, if we get a guy like that just comes in and, hey, I'm undrafted and I just got that chip on my shoulder and I'm just going to make this team no matter what. Bro, he ain't got nothing to lose. Bro, I encourage that. I hope that we got a bunch of guys like that on our team that say, hey, their fucking second string is open, bro. I want that shit. I'm going to run through a wall for that shit.
Yeah.
Because we ain't got no fucking stars on this team, bro. If we ain't even fucking no playoff team, we ain't nothing. We teamed, well, according to Bleacher Report, we teamed 25 out of 32. But last year's standings made us 32 out of 32.
Yeah. Do you feel that's accurate?
Now that we're 25 roster-wise?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That we're supposed to
like if you look at our roster and you see the changeover, yeah, I could see us ranked number 25. Yeah, but I'll be like, until we prove it, like this is going to go to it, Jay. We always do this, bro. And I love what Severe said. Raiders fans, we always fall into this trap. Oh, fuck, man, we could fucking go playoffs. Oh, fuck, man, we could have a good team. Oh, shoot. Hey, did you see Pablito? That dude is tearing it up. Well, Pablito comes to the season and Pablito sucks. And we're like, fuck that guy. Fuck Pablito. Get that puto out of there.
Bro.
Like, bro, like literally. So at the end of the day, bro, like what I say is this. Is we have positivity on the team. We have things that we can no longer move down from because we were the worst team last year. Fuck, bro. Unless we pick -1 next year, we got nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
exactly.
Number 1 with 4 wins next year, then hey, we did a good job.
There you go. Don't jinx us, y'all, because I fuck around and do that.
The first overall pick in the 2027 NFL draft.
Jesus, I know. Going back-to-back years for number 1s, bro. Wow, nasty work, bro. Shout out to JDZ in the building with the hold on, bro. Let me do it right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look at Arnie over here breaking. He says Pete and Brendan Carroll hired.
Hey, they got all the plan in place. They got Pickapalooza at quarterback with the Geno Smith with Super Worm with his braids too tight. I'll be like, and he's already getting in trouble. I'll be like, he's out there causing a scene with his lady and all sorts of shit. So I'll be like, hey, they are in prime state for the number 1 pick next year.
Yeah.
Arch Manning in New York.
Oh, they're gonna be like the traveling family that gets called in for certain scenarios that want to be done for those teams that are don't have good fortune, right? That might be the fixtures, bro. That guarantees them the number 1 pick, bro. Shout out to our guy 805 in the building. He says, "Who's these strange looking guys? Good seeing y'all back. Appreciate you." Hey, I was defending.
Trying to be like him, man.
I was defending Adam Butler's honor for you, my guy. You missed it. Raider Will wanted to go ahead and trash that man.
What a fucking liar! What a fucking
respect
liar.
Behind that man's name.
Let's ask 805.
That's 805's guy. He's protected out in Vegas, bro.
The 805. Don't let this man lie to you. What we said with Adam Butler was that he's not a double A gap plugger. So you have to slant him at the point of attack. Let me ask you, 805, do you see Adam Butler being used as a defensive tackle in that 3-4 scheme? How do you see Adam Butler being used in this 3-4 scheme by Robbie Leonard? So if you can answer that in the chat, please let us know. Don't you be talking shit there, Jay. This man said this.
Respect on Adam Butler.
Bro, Will was so
Hey,
caught
you
off
better
guard.
don't make me have to tell you to say, hey,
got shit on him, dog.
when you walk by Mr. Butler, you address him as Mr. Butler.
Mr. Butler. Oh, there you go. He says Adam Butler's gonna jump out of your damn shoulder and your podcast career. He'll Christian Wilkins your ass. Oh, but hey, yeah, bro, he's gonna pop out of that curtain right there, like, gotcha. You're gonna see Will fucking turn white as a sheet before he gets his eyes on camera, bro.
Yo, hey,
I didn't know you were fucking Swedish, bro.
hey, I'm the new Zlatan, bro. You better fucking calm down.
Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, let's kind of go into this last thing. We're gonna go ahead and kind of preview next week's training camp. It's gonna go ahead and pop off next week on the 29th. Sorry, on the 28th. I believe that is next Tuesday, so almost in a week away. The vets are going to be reporting, and we're going to go ahead and get training camp fully underway. Obviously, we're going to see Max Crosby in the building. We're going to go ahead and get Tyler Linderbaum in the building, really leading that offensive line, and Stukes and the rest. What are going to be the battles to kind of look out for? We're going to have Kirk Cousins obviously in the building. How are you guys feeling about training camp literally coming around next week? What is it? What should everybody kind of keep their eye out on?
Bro, we already talked about this. Let me repeat this. If you are on this podcast and you know anything about football, what you should be watching is the motherfucking trenches where the big dogs eat, where the fucking big men sleep. I'll be like, right there, bro, is exactly where you want to be at. I want to see who's going to win every single position line. I want to see who's getting their ass whooped. I want to see Adam Butler freaking shaking and baking. I want to see Max Crosby flying around. But if he's not, I don't know if he's going to be able to come back, right? But I've been like, hey, this is talking all the guys that are able to go at 100. I want to see them flying around. I want them, bro, because that's the game. That's the game within the game. If we start at a high level in training camp, and take that and pushing those guys to the limit, this team's going to be fucking good. This team's going to be set for the future. The offense and defensive line will set the tone for the season for this team. It's been proven year in and year out. That's what happens with teams. Their offensive line and their defensive line. If you can run the fucking football, if you give your quarterback time, if you give the other quarterback less time, if you stop the run, fuck, you fucking good team.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Games are won and lost in the trenches.
Exactly.
That's the saying.
So I'll be watching it like a hawk. I want to see who the bully in the yard is. Because JPJ got a lot of proving to do. He wants to talk like he's the bully in the yard. Like he's the guy that can move people. Well, you better start moving some asses and you better start moving the right asses. Know who the fuck you got. Yeah. So at the end of the day, bro, that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Man.
I need them war daddies. I need me them war daddies to go in there and whoop some motherfucking ass. Take some names. I'll be like, I want people to be said, hey, did you see that Mack truck? They had holes that my grandpa ass could fucking drive through. That's what I need to see, man.
Primos, how do you feel? What do you think next week's going to go ahead and bring once we get all these guys under one roof and get everything going?
Kind of leading more to the offensive line with Raider Will is the running backs. I want to see if to Will's point, if these O-lines are kicking ass, hey, these running backs better be hitting them holes. Specifically, Genty and Mike Washington, your two projected starters going into the season. Last year, people were saying Genty had a bad rookie year, 5 touchdowns, barely eclipsed 1,000 yards from the an all-purpose yards, almost got to 1,000 rushing yards, but he didn't get there. And it's a 17-game span, so now you look at under 1,000 as that's really terrible for a running back. Getting under 1,000 yards in a 17-game span. This is the year that Ashton Genty has a lot of questions that need to be answered. And if it's going to be a projected better offensive line that people hope for this season, then I'm expecting this running back room to answer all the questions that need to be answered. But if they're out there still putting up the same numbers as this year, and Mike Washington isn't living up to the hype that was coming out from Raider Nation, some fans in the fan base when he got drafted, then why did we draft? It's going to be that question. Why did we draft a running back at 6 last year?
Yeah. Shout to Severe. He says, I guess Wilkin was moving the wrong axis. 100% dog.
I was fucking dying.
He was. That's right. Raider Will said it. You better be moving the right axis and not your own teams.
That's right. Oh, man. 805. Here you go. 805 answered your question. He says, my guess is that we're going to run more even fronts and use a true nose as situational. Just an FYI, Butler did not play nose in New England. Butler did play nose in New England in a 3-4 and did well. All that to say, the Anna Butler can do anything.
Yeah, you better call him Mr. Butler when you fucking see him there, Jay. You better when you see him, you better say
on his name.
You
bro.
better have some respect on that motherfucker big dog's name.
Don't you mention
Mr. Butler. When you see him, it's Mr. Butler.
The Butler did it. Oh man. No, I was gonna say the same. I was gonna say the same thing as you, Primos. I was gonna go ahead and say I'm excited to go ahead and kind of see the running backs together in the same room, Genty and Big Mike Washington, and get those guys going and get them kind of used to each other and how they're going to go ahead and work off of each other. Obviously, like you said, if Big Mike is not up to the test, we still have the other guy we picked up. I think Hembley is
Hemby. Oh yeah, Roman Hemby. Yeah.
And I think, and I said it earlier in the offseason, is that I feel he's going to be a good number 3 running back, just to have there as, the the guy that can go ahead and come in on a rotational piece, or to go ahead and kind of eat up, put in some blocks or, take some damage up front as well. So, but yeah, I'm interested to see those guys play. Obviously, the corners, that's going to be a big battle itself. You have Stokes coming back on another year. Now you have McCoy, which, again, if he's healthy and if they clear him to go ahead and participate this preseason and going possibly into week 1, again, I don't know. They don't seem like they're going to go ahead and have him do a surgery. So that the question remains is, are they going to go ahead and play him? I feel like they are. I want to say yes, they are, because if they haven't done the surgery, that means that they have full intention of playing him. And if the doc says, hey, he's good enough to play, they're going to go ahead and play him. We know what to expect from McCoy. It's always going to be on that short-term type of deal. We don't know how long his knee's going to last, but we're going to go ahead and ride on it till the wheels fall off, essentially, But I feel like he's going to be out there competing and potentially stealing jobs. I'm excited about that. I'm excited to go ahead and see Darian Porter in another year. We saw Zeke Masses. We talked about him. I said it early in the offseason. Dark horse coming into this offseason, into the OTAs, and now into training camp, but definitely another eye out. Another eye to go ahead and keep an eye out on. Stooks. I'm pumped for Stooks and having that competition with the other Johnsons. And then if he's going to go ahead and compete versus a Palmau for that for safety spot, that's going to be interesting as well. So a lot of things to go ahead and look out for. And obviously, the question on that we're talking about who's going to be opposite of Max Crosby, right? How that's going to look. Is Kuntz finally going to go ahead and step it up and play like he's worth for that damn contract he got,
Or is it
to that
Kwity Paye?
level? Because I don't know.
Or is it
I
Crawford?
highly
Yeah, or
doubt.
is it
I
Crawford?
highly doubt that man has 3 lives, bro. But hey, I've seen stranger shit in the NFL, bro. So whatever. But hopefully, this is second year coming off that ACL injury for him. Hopefully, this is the time now where, all right, you went that year, you felt it, you're good. Coming to another offseason with the same people. Now it's time to show what you're all about. You want that big contract? Prove it. I think that's kind of where we're at a point with Malcolm Kuntz. And, it made sense with the whole Max Crosby trade. You need another guy to go ahead and essentially have, at his old position. But we know how that ended up, right? So now we're here now. We got Kwity Paye, we got Kuntz, and then we got the Ricky Crawford, which, Crawford, again, we're gonna see how that looks in preseason. But for him, I ultimately see him as a rotational piece who may get a rep here and there during the season. But yeah, I'm excited to go ahead and see this defense, man, because essentially it's kind of a new defense, a little bit of the old and some of the new. So yeah, I'm pumped to see how those guys go ahead and pan out there. Shout out to Raider Des. He says Mike Washington is the only good concern with him is holding on to the ball. He had fumble problems. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be like more of that red zone type of guy. I kind of see that panning out, but we'll kind of know more into that once the season starts. Obviously, Travis says I'm looking forward to Genty rushing 1,300 yards. Okay,
Yep, I like that.
I
There
like
you go.
that. That's a
There
good
you go.
expectation.
Yeah, get his confidence back. Hopefully, yep.
Yes.
I agree, and I feel like I feel that we have somebody competent now in that coaching room with this offensive line, and I feel that no matter even if we can't fully get this offensive line completely right, I feel it's still going to be a better version of the offensive line than what it was a year ago.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and confidently say that. Now, if I eat a bag of dicks later, say like, bro, like, what is your, better offensive line now? Like, all right, well, you got me. I'll eat shit, whatever. But I honestly feel with Rick Dennison, Tyler Lindenbaum, we have Caleb Rogers, who showed some promise last year, back as well. JPJ, we have questions about JPJ. This is gonna be his time to really earn that spot. I feel with the talent that we have right now, it's not given. It's definitely gonna be earned for him, and I want to see how all that pans out. So interesting how that's gonna go ahead and kind of develop there for sure. It'll pass 1,500 in Madden. Oh man. But are you guys good? Do you guys anything else you guys want to go ahead and kind of cover? You guys want to cover this question? And I can go ahead and throw into that. We'll do the whole smorgasbord of of rumors. So let's go ahead and hit this. Quick
Here we go.
up.
Rumors. Rumors.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we can't do a show. I feel like we can't do a show without addressing these damn fucking rumors all the time, bro.
Love rumors. Facts can be so misleading. Were rumors true or false are often revealing.
All right, rumors. So there's been plenty of rumors. Let's go ahead and start off with this one. What's up with Von Miller? I heard a little something the other day about Von. I guess he was on our guy Max's pod, and he was saying that he wants to come over to Las Vegas. How do you guys feel about that? How do you guys see that? Yay, nay, ain't gonna happen, could happen. How y'all feeling about that? Primos, I nominate you.
I would say you're gonna have to see what you have in training camp and preseason. But if it is that bad that you got to sign a Von Miller, that makes me worried. That you're signing a Von, because people are like, oh, it could be a veteran presence. Are we just gonna act like Max Crosby has not been playing football since 2019? He's the veteran presence you got on that defensive line. Who else do you need? You signed Von Miller. You're telling me two things. That Coons belief that you have, Jay, that's out. Because they're going to probably bring Von Miller in as a rotational piece. And Keon Crawford, why you draft him in the third round?
That right there.
Who we going to give these reps to? Another Tyler Lockett? Another Jamal Adams? Someone just said it. We're a young team. I get that we're a young team, you guys. But do you want these young players to get the burn that they need? Again, we've talked about it earlier in the show. The wins are not going to be there. So why are you signing a what? Isn't he like 37 also? 36, 37 years old?
Bro, he's almost 40, bro.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so hey, I want to be in Las Vegas too. Get an easy bag, hit up the Bunny Ranch, call up Raider Will, call up my guy Jay Raider, and be like, hey, let's hit up the Bunny Ranch. I'm staying at Planet Hollywood. I just signed a 1-year contract about to finesse the Raiders off of a quick $2 million.
Send the car.
Is the point? Yeah, let's start the road trip.
Let's go.
I want to see these young players, Keon Crawford, Malcolm Koonce, to your point, Jay. Like, is he going to answer the call? And coming off that ACL, Kwity Paye, why'd you sign him?
Yeah.
Why again? Like if you sign Von Miller, why did you sign Kwity Paye? Why did you draft Keon Crawford? What was the point? Now you're gonna make me start scratching my head. Spy Tech, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, what do you think? What do you feel?
For me, it's like this. All right. What is Von Miller? A pass rush specialist. That's what he is now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Is our defense being able to put him in that position to maximize a guy like that, to bring in a pass rush specialist? Because from what I saw last year, we can bring in a pass rush specialist, but we can't stop the fucking run, so it doesn't matter. So for me, it's like this. If you bring in Von Miller, it's because you're bringing him in because you have that lack of pass rush and you're getting stops. And you're able to stop the run and make teams one-dimensional, and you're that one guy away, which is a guy that gets you sacks.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately for us, we're not there. You know what? Like, I would love to have a Von Miller on this team because that means our team is fucking good.
Yeah.
We're going to put this guy and we're going to use him every single time. It's third and long, second and long.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can bring him in. But tell me how many times we have been like that for the Raiders defense. It's like first down here. Oh, hey, you want to catch the ball? You're open. Hey, this guy is open. Hey, everybody's open. You want a touchdown? You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. Yeah. That's how our defense has played. So until we show that we can stop the run, make teams one-dimensional, and need that pass rush guy, then I don't see a Von Miller coming.
I agree with what you said with like our pass rush. If we get a Von Miller is because our pass rush is in trouble, which looking at the room with the talent that we have now, because went out and got Kwity Paye, we kept Koons, right? Koons hasn't played up to par, but he hasn't sucked either completely. He's just been mid. He hasn't done anything special. With that being said, and then you got Crawford, even with the Rook. I mean, he's not going to be expected to take too many reps. I think that's the move that, at this point in time, I don't see that happening. unless one of these guys go down, then that might change the narrative.
Yeah.
Then you might start talking something about that, right? But at this point in time, with the room being the way it is, I don't see that. I see more, if anything, happening at linebacker. That's probably where they're going to go ahead and beef up and bring in somebody that can go ahead and be in the linebacker room, because we don't know what's going on with Nakobe, like 100%. Like,
Yeah, we don't.
still, we don't know what his recovery is at or anything like that. At this point, it's just like, that's why people are getting nervous, because they don't know. Nothing's really been out there on that part. So,
and then you don't have depth at that.
You don't have
room
that
either.
Yeah. Then that's kind of a thin room. It's been thinner, but right now it's kind of it's thin.
We're thin everywhere, bro. Look at the D tackle room. You're talking Adam Butler.
We're not.
And who else?
No, we're
JJ
not thin everywhere completely. There's some rooms that we're okay on, but yes, there's a lot. There's more holes than there is.
Okay, Jay.
Quality.
What
rooms,
room are we thick in? What room do we got a bunch of thugs in?
I just said it right now.
Which room?
The edge. We're talking about edge. We're talking about Von Miller. Like, why are we going to go out and get another Von?
But we don't have a bunch of thugs at edge either. We don't
have thugs, but I mean, we
got Max Crosby.
We got Pay, and then we got Kuntz, right? As of right now, right? We don't know how Kuntz is going to pan out. If hopefully he lights it up and plays beyond his contract, bro, and really like makes that case like, hey, you need to re-sign me, and earns that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
What do we pay him? 10 on this contract? Yeah. I mean, to go out and get a Vaughn, I don't know. At this moment, I don't see it make a whole lot of sense. But if things changes or we're suffering in that pass rush, then that makes more sense, because we're having difficulty, like you said, we're stopping the run and not penetrating to the quarterback positive necessary, or it's just we're just having issues all around, right?
No, I agree.
So that's the only kind of instance where I feel that would make more sense.
I would say I agree with Huey. If we're talking about him as a player's coach and can, help teach Crawford, teach Kuntz, then the price got to be right.
Then why don't you just bring him in as a coach?
Yeah.
Why don't you just bring him?
Why sign him to an active roster?
Like, hey, man, I just signed you as a coach.
Yeah, just bring him in as a defensive or edge coach or defensive line coach. I mean,
and let me tell you like this:
bringing him to practice as a guest.
So, and here's the thing: do we forget that every time we sign a big time free agent, they forget how to play football and then we got cryogenic chamber, like meltdowns happening and all this other bourgeois stuff. I'll be like, do people forget how many free agents have come and just gotten a paycheck for the Raiders? I mean, like, do we want another Warren Sapp, Brad DeBoss, Antonio Brown situation?
Yeah.
I think it would be a little bit different because Vaughn.
Of course, you're not, because you're a Raiders fan.
No, well, here's the thing. Will, I don't think fans would expect Vaughn to come in here and be Von Miller of old. I think most would expect Vaughn to come in and be that player's coach.
I'll say this: if we didn't sign Kuntz, then that would make more sense to me. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
That's something that can add and bring some quality play and also be that mentor. So, but we kept Kuntz, like this whole thing now kind of like it really morphed a little bit into our decision making. Now we got Max, and then we got the other guys that we went ahead and got and kept. So, that's kind of where it's at. I wanted to go ahead and bring up this one, and there's another one too. So what about Justin Jefferson? And I think Tebow was another one, right?
Stop.
Tebow was another one. Who was the other one? Who was the other one? Who's the
wasn't
other
it the corner wasn't it the corner that's dealing with like issues right now in the court, like some law issues? Like he got released by the Lions. Yeah,
Terry Arnold.
Terry Arnold.
That was the other rumor.
Might be interested. Yeah, no. Stop.
Yeah. Bro, the Justin Jefferson rumors What are you going to give up for him? I know I seen something out there that we could give 2 firsts and Michael Mayer. We talked about it earlier in the show. This is a young team. Why are you giving away draft picks? You build in the draft. You build a playoff contender in the draft. And we've done this before. Devontae Adams, Randy Moss, Antonio Brown. Has it worked out? No, it hasn't. Now, yes, you can argue, well, now they have a quarterback and Fernando Mendoza. Fernando has not played a snap in the NFL. We're assuming Fernando, will take that next step and he, can establish himself as a really good starter and be the franchise quarterback for the Raiders. Mm-hmm. But there's no guaranteed. Trade for Justin Jefferson, that moves the needle for me. Now, Clint Kubiak, you got to go playoffs year 1. You got a guy like Justin Jefferson. This offense better be top 5, top 10. Right.
That's what you're saying to me without saying it to me.
Yeah. That's what you're basically saying. Like, this offense is going to be basically the heart and soul of the Raiders if you go trade for a Justin Jefferson. But you're not a Justin Jefferson away. Raider Will, how many times we got to say it? How many holes is on this team? How many question marks are on this team? You
hold
are
on,
not.
Hold on. Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah. No, we're not a Justin Jefferson away, you guys. We're not. If, let's say we were going into 2027, you need an X wide receiver. We win 5-6 games this year. We have some hope for the future. It makes maybe a little bit more sense next year if you're trying to locate that true X wide receiver. But also, why not go draft one? Why not go draft your X? Why trade draft capital away? Why trade a player away when you can just go draft your X wide receiver? And there's been a lot. I mean, the young wide receivers has been taking over the league. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, just to name a few. Why not go look at Ohio State or wide receiver university, as they like to call it? I'm not saying you'll go get a Jeremiah Smith, because the wide receiver class next year is a good class. Yeah. But to the Severe's point, picking the top 5 next year is very, very realistic. That you could potentially go locate your wide receiver 1 in next year's draft.
Wow,
Severe,
so
talk that truth, Severe.
So,
it doesn't make sense. Bro, it doesn't make sense. That contract as well, it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. And what would you have to give up to get him? What would you have to give up?
2 firsts at minimum.
Are you kidding me, bro? 2 firsts? You know what we could do with 2 firsts? We could draft 2 number 1 wide receivers. Yeah. This is the whole insanity thing, right? With Justin, let me just stop this rumor. This fucking rumor was bull caca. People need to stop smoking that fucking good stuff before they start typing or saying shit, because I'll be like, or drinking too much,
or like podcasting,
or podcasting, whatever fuck what they do. Because at the end of the day, bro, this team, team that makes a move like that is a team that's ready to win right now. A team that's ready to go to the playoffs.
Yes.
A team that's ready to
Super Bowl bound. Bro, the Rams will be a team that will make that move.
Yeah. For us, it makes 0 sense. We don't have taking that financial hit, losing 2 first rounders when the team isn't even built yet. And then it's exactly what Primo said. That puts you in win now mode.
That's what we thought with Devontae. Let me ask you guys that. What was your expectation when they traded for Devontae going into the season? What did that tell you?
We want to win. We want to win.
Yeah, we were looking to go ahead and make a strong move to make playoffs in, but we knew how that went, And
you could argue he probably was that missing piece of that offense. The year prior, they didn't really have a true X, and then you trade for him. Mm-hmm. And like Dixon said, coming off a 10-7 season, and then you traded for Devontae.
You're expecting to go to playoffs. You expect him to push you
Yeah,
over.
I thought that was my first thought, and I was like, I was all wet for that
I
fucking
can't lie
move,
and say
bro.
same here.
Yeah, at the time I was like, oh man, we went and got out DA, bro. We went at him with Carr. Like these motherfuckers are gonna ball, right? And wrong,
They put
wrong,
up stats.
wrong. Yeah,
They put up numbers. And that's
Put up
I
some
think
numbers, yeah.
Scorpio said it. JJ is a different beast. The thing is, JJ will come here and still put up numbers, but I will ask this: will those numbers equal wins?
Okay, there you
Because
go.
we've seen it.
Yes.
We've seen it where we've had Raider players put up amazing numbers. You could put Brock up there. Brock putting up amazing numbers right now. Is it leading to wins? No.
No.
Yeah.
I'm tired of these stats. I'm tired of the stat guys.
Dude, and I'm going to tell you like this. You hit the nail on the head. This guy's going to demand the ball. This guy's going to demand his money. Severe just hit it on the head. We got guys asking for contracts. We got money that's going to be out on the table. So when you're talking about that type of money going out, I'm like, we need to build through the draft in order to keep our salary cap down, in order to keep this team competitive in the future. So let's stop trying to get this quick answer for a team that needs more than a quick answer.
Mm-hmm.
It's that trying to do that shortcut,
bro. It's the lipstick on a
we
pig.
gotta stop. We gotta stop with trying to find the shortcut, the shortest way, or the potentially like quote unquote easiest way, to really make a team long term, a competitive winning team. You have to build it from the ground up. See, this is the thing that we've been trying to do for the last 10, 20 years. We've been trying to make shortcuts on all this, and it's looked like straight up shit majority of the time.
Exactly.
You have to build it the right way. So that scenario where you go out and get a Justin Jefferson would make sense if you're like, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen at all, so don't misquote me. But if you're like, we're like 5-1, we're 5-1, we're like, we're at what 7-2, like coming into the bye or something. I don't know how many games offhand like we get to before the bye, but we're in we have a very winning record at that point, right before the bye, right before trade deadline. And like, okay, it looks like there could definitely be something happening there. That's when that type of move makes more sense. At this point in time, I don't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
You're just getting a guy and overpaying a guy for that. Yeah, he can go ahead and impact your team, but you have to be able to get him the ball. At this point, we don't know if we're going to be able to go ahead and sling him the ball. We don't know if Kirk's Cousins is going to be running for his life half of the time.
Yeah,
it could definitely pan out the same thing from last year. We don't know.
Bro,
right?
Imagine him coming, Justin Jefferson, and then not getting the football. Imagine how big of a drama situation that's going to be. Oh, I'm not getting 1,000 yards this season. Oh, that's because my quarterback sucks. That's because I'm not getting the ball.
No. Right, bro? Oh, be like, what the fuck are y'all on?
Hey,
it's that Vegas lifestyle. And the thing is, would you want a Justin Jefferson? Of course. Who wouldn't want a JJ on their team?
Bro,
Minnesota is effing up right now. Like, you're trying to locate the quarterback and you're giving him shitty quarterbacks. On top of that, you're not doing anything to protect said quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But look at what New England did, traded for A.J. Brown. That's what a playoff team does. Go get your guy a true number one receiver. Who in the NFL that could possibly make the playoffs this year needs a number one receiver? And I wouldn't be surprised if JJ is on the move come the trade deadline. But it won't be the Raiders.
Raider Scorpio just came, bro. He said 2028. Will Justin Jefferson even be on this roster with that massive contract?
Probably not.
Probably not.
We're not going to be able to afford that, and that's the thing. Like, it might seem simple looking from the outside in, right? but it's not. You still got to go. You have guys like Max that
Yeah,
you're
Severe brought it up.
constantly like re-upping and re-guaranteeing their contract for more money, right? So you're putting more money guaranteed that has to be paid out on the books. And then, you got other guys that are going to be also wanting a contract extension. We're not too far away from Brock Bowers and his soon-to-be contract extension. It's going to be a fucking massive deal just to keep him
He's
on the
gonna be
squad.
top
And that's a
paid.
guy that you definitely
That's
go.
tight end one in the NFL.
You're not going to let that dude walk.
Yeah,
So,
you can't.
But yeah, let's keep it real, right? So you have to take care of him. There's other guys that are going to be coming up due around that time by 2028. You'll have potentially Genty's fourth year coming up, so you're already going to start thinking about contract extension, unless you're going to go ahead and get the fifth year option on him, which you could, right? It depends. So, and that's not counting anybody else that you bring in from now to then. So, for me, and I say this, it's all about timing in the NFL. It's all about like where you're at, how you're doing, and if that's one step away, we're like, okay, cool. It looks like we might fuck around and make playoffs. We're going to go ahead and try to make a run for it. That's where that type of scenario makes more sense, just because of the continuity alone, and the timing's not right because certain things aren't in place. Unfortunately, you're going to have to let these things, pass for the moment. You never know. If Justin goes out and gets signed somewhere else, great for him. It is what it is, But if we fuck around and we're okay, we might have something there, then that makes more sense. But honestly, the way I see it, even if we're like, so week 14 is the bye. So by then you're like, if you're
the trade deadline is before the Niners game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you're like 7-6 or 6-6 at that point, it don't make sense to go out and get Justin Jefferson. It doesn't.
No.
But if you only have like 3 losses, up
if you 7-2 like Kurt Cobain's riding on some PEDs, then let's ride.
Like, to Jay's point, you don't also want to shoot yourself in the foot. Look at Indianapolis with Sauce Gardner. They traded for him thinking he can shore up that defense on the outside, and they collapsed along with him. And that trade is looking very ugly on their part. And the Jets are all smiling. So do you really want to send 2 firsts and a player to Minnesota and it not work out? And if it does work out, great. But there's a really, really high chance it doesn't work out. Yeah. And the Raiders will be kicking themselves in the shin.
Yeah. And let me ask
really
you
quick,
this.
Really quick before I have you ask a question. Shout out to my guy G-Fam with the $5 holler. He says, I predict Mendoza will start after the Rams game because Cousins will be too beat up from Garrett and Donald to play. Damn you, Rams D-line. What do you say? Could possibly.
It's gonna be.
Let me just pull up the damn schedule because I don't know off the hand.
That's week 7.
I think that's gonna be week 7.
Week 7.
Yeah.
And they're coming off a game with Buffalo earlier the week before.
Week 3. Buffalo's week 3
no,
or
Buffalo's week 6. Week 3 is at New Orleans.
Oh, that's right. Week 6 at Buffalo.
No, Buffalo's at home. So we got back-to-back.
Oh, my bad. But week 6 isn't. But week 6 is Buffalo. Week
7 is Rams. So we get back-to-back home games, Buffalo and LA.
Yeah, and that could be. I mean, like it all depends. But I'm like, I think we're gonna carry 3 QBs for that situation.
You think we're gonna carry three QBs? God
you
damn,
have
bro.
to.
I think that we're gonna carry 3. I think we'll carry Mendoza, AOC, and Kurt Cobain's, of course, because he's gonna start. Because at the end of the day, if something goes down and you don't feel like Mendoza's ready, you're going to put a solid number 2 in. You're not just going to put Mendoza out there and like have him fucking get fucked up. You'd rather have AOC out there, right? So that's where I'm thinking we're going to carry 3. But I'm gonna ask you guys this.
And I've you know what? Surprising, we haven't carried 3 in a long time, and I thought we were going to do that last year. You didn't do it, so I don't know what is the likelihood of you saying that they are Primos. Do you think they are going to carry 3?
They should, especially Mendoza.
I think they should, but I don't think it's going to happen.
But I think what the new rules, because of what the Niners went through a couple years back in the playoffs, you have an emergency quarterback for game day, but he's not like tied to the active roster or something like that for that.
But normally,
for that game day,
I think the year prior,
because they had like 4 quarterbacks go down.
Yeah. So I mean, what last year was Jacoby.
So, I mean,
right?
technically, you're carrying 3, like going into Sunday, like into a game on Sunday. I think you're carrying 3, but that third one is like the emergency quarterback.
Yeah, and it's usually like the wide receiver. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think was it year prior or the year before that it was Jacoby Myers who was
he was the emergency quarterback
3, right? Yeah. So like I think it's gonna be the same thing, and I think they might kick AOC to the practice squad. I don't think they'll do it. They should do it. So there's two different things. I think they should do it, but I don't think they're gonna do it. Normally they haven't ran with 3 quarterbacks in a long time, and throughout the regimes, and you would think like, oh, maybe one of these other motherfuckers might change things up and carry 3. I don't know. I don't see it happening, but hopefully I'm wrong and it actually does happen. Let's see here. Severe says, but the OC for the Jets. But the OC for JJ's best years were under Wes Phillips, but O'Connell was a play caller in those seasons. Yeah, I don't know. My whole thing is just the continuity sometimes. If the timing is not there, it just doesn't make sense, despite that. Raider Travis says that we should definitely keep AOC 12 for backup. If something happens to Kirk and our O-line is solid, then we have the option to play Mendoza or AOC. I mean, yes, look, I know for whatever it is, AOC is going to be on the team. Now, is it going to be the active 53 or is it going to be practice squad? That's going to be the question. That's what the question here is. Are they really going to go ahead and run with 3? Meaning they're going to keep AOC on the active roster. Now, let's say they do put him on the practice squad.
They're going to pick him up. Somebody's going to pick him up.
Somebody could, yes, but you have to put him in your active roster. You can't put him into another practice squad. The rules don't work that way. You have to put him in your active roster, I think, for the rest of the season. I don't know, right? So we'll see. Stranger shit has happened. That's what I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I feel like they're not going to do it, but hopefully I'm wrong. And hopefully they do keep them, because even if you run with Fernando, if Kirk goes down, you run with Fernando, you still have AOC as your backup to go ahead and come in case that dude gets hurt, which we've seen happen. It's funny. I was just talking about that the other day at the barber shop. With the whole 2021 season, when Carr went, the 2016 season when Carr went down, and then what's his face went down as well, and then we had to run, and then we had to run with third string on that game. So it's just it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Yeah. Sevilla says that he's a part of the 53, but you can dress him on game day, and they aren't included as part of your active 48 game day players. So you have 48 plus an emergency QB, which makes 49 guys dressed on game. Okay. Well, there you go. I think we can hit this last thing, and then we'll go ahead and kind of wrap it up. But hey, it didn't take long, dog.
Oh my god, bro!
I wasn't here, so I was just like, whatever, bro. I was like, it was about fucking time. Like that shit had surfaced. It's still swirling. It's just not as swirling as much anymore, But y'all already know the Max Crosby rumors were back, and it didn't take no time from when I said, "Watch, it's gonna be back." And sure enough, once that whole once that whole deal with Myles Garrett over to the Rams, it just it put everybody on the NFC West on panic, and we were hearing the talks of Max potentially going to the Niners, and I think that those rumors are still going to continue on up until the trade deadline. You know that it's not going to go away. I don't see it going away, especially with the type of season we're going to have. You're going to have everything again questioning Max with the whole like, is he happy? Does he want to go get another? Wants to go get a ring somewhere? Blah blah blah. You know, the same old shit year in year out. But I think the difference now is we know it can happen now. Before it was like, they ain't gonna do it. Nah, they're just fucking around. I gotcha, bro. We ain't gonna do it. Now it's like they fucked around and did it. So my thing is, I don't see any type of trade happening right now. I see that potentially maybe being the case before trade deadline, depending how we're doing, where we're at, and again, if there's a needy team that feels Max Crosby and this motherfucker is just lining it up, they could come a knocking. What do you guys feel about that? What do you guys think about that?
I agree with you, Jay. Trade deadline. That's what I'm going to be watching for, is when the Max rumors are really going to be steaming up, but also could be very, very true, because who is going to be an edge rusher away? Now, if the Niners are the ones calling, Spytech, finesse the hell out of them. Because if I'm the Niners, why am I going to go get a Max Crosby when I got durability issues on my own team already? And now you're going to go trade for a guy that has durability issues. Now, we love Max, but let's not act like he be playing on half a leg for the entire season sometimes. And we could argue going into this year, he would definitely probably be playing on half a leg again. If down the line he suffers another injury, he will likely try to fight the coaching staff. Hey, I want to go out there and play.
Well, watch it be a fucking Conor McGregor on the fucking field, bro. Fucking pulls the other ACL. I'm like, God damn it, bro. Jesus Christ.
As long as he's not doing backflips like Scatterboo right now, bro.
But that is my thing. It doesn't make total sense to me for the Niners to even entertain the trade, because you already have guys on that defense that can't stay healthy, and now you're just going to trade for a guy that can't stay healthy. It doesn't make a total sense. Is the talent there? Yes. Is the name there? Yes. Is the durability there to go into the postseason? Because if you're the Niners, you're chasing the Rams. Like, you're not, like, trading for Max Crosby doesn't put you over the Rams. Everyone in the NFC is chasing the Rams. A Max Crosby trade doesn't put you over them. You're still chasing them. Will you have Max come January going to LA playing the Rams? That is a big, big question mark if you're the Niners, because the past 2-3 seasons he's had to have surgery at the end of the year. I think in the past 2 or 3 seasons. So we already know as a fan base going into January, February that Max, he's injured, needing surgery with his knee, with his ankle, with his leg, and it's that he can't do anything without his legs. Yeah. Right? I don't think it makes sense for San Francisco, maybe Philly, but I'm scared of Howie Roseman. Is he going to finesse the hell out of Spytech and get a bag of chips? Trade a bag of chips away from Max. But I trust Spytech. He stood on business. He said 2 firsts. Baltimore gave it up, but Baltimore got cold feet. Traded, gave him back. But I do think
they fucked up.
Oh yeah, they big time.
Up. They're like, damn, we gave away the house. Now I'm trying to get my money back.
Yeah. But I believe a trade can still happen before that Niners. That would suck though. You trade him away to the Niners, and then you got the Niners that week. Like that would have sucked. But I do believe. Happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But trade deadline, I would not be shocked if Max is on the move once again.
Yeah. And then look at Severe's question. And, bro, man, you're going to bring up those old feelings again. Imagine what Clint could have had done.
But who said we would have drafted?
If we drafted McCallum at 14.
We drafted players at different positions that we thought we weren't going to draft. I'll be like, look at the moves we made. I'll be like, maybe we think that he would have been nice for that offense. Or
It
maybe
probably
they
would
don't.
have been what's his name from UConn? I forgot his name. Damn, I can't remember his name. But the kid from UConn would probably been the guy that we would have potentially we probably would have traded down. We probably traded back that pick. I feel that that's probably would
Could
have
have
been
been.
the move and got what's his name from UConn. And that would have been a pick like at pick 25 or 26 or whatever it lands on, and then we would have gotten more second round picks and third round picks or fourth round, whatever, So, yeah, Bell. There you go. Thank you. Rick. It was Bell. Yeah, they were high on that dude. So, like, that's how it goes sometimes.
I'll tell you
But
guys like this. I don't think it's going to happen.
you don't think it's gonna happen?
I think a lot of people are thinking it's going to happen, but it won't because he already has his price set in mind, right? And just look at what Myles Garrett went for. A 5th and a 1st rounder next year. What did Spytek said he want? He wanted 2 number 1s.
Yep.
Unless he got that, he wasn't moving off this. So I don't see it happening unless like it's something that Spytek really wants. And if he says
Well,
2 number 1s, bro, I don't see any teams giving 2 number 1s right now. Myles Garrett just went for a
no.
1 and a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and you can't say Max is better than Miles, bro. Miles is on a different planet, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree 100%. And yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. He put that out there because it's like nobody's gonna give that. Nobody's gonna give that. So if somebody's really desperate enough, they're gonna go ahead and pay that. But other than that, they're not. They're not gonna go ahead and really give up 2 firsts for an aging Max Crosby. Yeah, but hey, I hope I'm wrong if it does happen because that means we get 2 first round picks.
I'd be down
And
for
that
that.
means,
Old man.
that means we gonna fast track this rebuild really, really quick, bro. Even more so. Denzel Boston is the guy that I was thinking of, not Bell. Boston. Denzel Boston. Sorry, and he's from Washington. They have the same colors. That's kind of what I was thinking. But he's from Washington. They met with him. They could that could have been the dude
In the second round, yeah.
Yeah, he was drafted in the second round, but they were, I think they at the highest it was like 20 something, like 28.
Bro, we could have drafted him when we moved back in the second round, and we didn't draft him. We literally had the best defensive tackle on. I thought we were gonna go with that kid from Ohio.
Yeah, remember? Yeah.
I remember. Fuck. Do you see? I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?" Yeah,
what the fuck are we doing? That was reaction talk. I was like,
So
I think
mean,
they
like,
did the move, bro. Oh man. 805 says Spytek would have drafted a guy projected at 3rd. Yeah, see?
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Was it a 3rd? I don't know if it was a 3rd. I thought it was a 5th.
I don't know. Myles Garrett was traded for Jared Verse, a 2027 first round pick, 2028 second round pick, a 29 third round pick.
A 29 third round pick?
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought
because they changed it now. You can go like I don't know how many years now. I think 3 years is like you go 3 years out on the picks.
Huh.
You can't give like a 2050 first round pick either. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no,
Dude to be retired by then.
Yeah, he did like 2029. Like, I guess this year coming out, you can do like 2030 probably. Yeah, which is insane, bro. It's like literally right around the corner.
But
yeah,
again,
man.
that sets the market. And I mean, like, that's literally setting the market for the best player on defense. Yeah. And Max Crosby is nowhere near Myles Garrett.
Yeah. Arnie with the clutch question, and we'll go ahead and and put this as the last question. He says, who was the biggest draft disappointment last season? Besh, Thornton, Mullet, or Miller?
Two of those
Honestly,
guys
bro.
didn't even play.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
bro,
2 of them are not
yeah.
even on the team, so that kind of
They didn't even
answers.
play.
This
Yeah,
kind of answers the
Thornton, bro.
question
Thornton.
in itself.
Thornton.
I would say Thornton too, because given the amount of reps he had and the hype coming out of training camp, Thornton never lived up to the hype, the expectation that it seemed that they put on him. Definitely Thornton. You could argue Besh too, because
he didn't see the field and he's the second round draft pick.
Besh is a second round draft pick, and bro, what are you doing that they didn't even want to play you?
Yeah, you
that was
with
old
the
man
towel
peeing on
boy.
Xanax, bro. You know, that was Xanax vision that dude probably was having there.
No, but
So I mean, you could go top to bottom on that draft card or that draft class, and you could say everybody.
Yep.
But you could put Thornton based off the expectation, but Besh, to Severe's point, just being a second
20
rounder,
receptions, 227 yards, bro, for a second rounder. That's all I got to say.
A second rounder is a premier draft pick.
You a starter, bro. You a starter.
Yes, he should have been a starter. And the fact that you didn't even see the field as much as you did, I've always said that I gave him the benefit of doubt because he should have seen the field. But at the end of the day, you didn't prove to the coaches that you should have seen the field. So what does that say more about you than the coaches?
Well, I don't know. Now they're saying, now it's the opposite. Supposedly, Besh is going to get more opportunities or whatnot. But that was earlier this offseason, so I don't know. Again, going into training camp.
We talk about we talk about snaps in preseason. Besh needs to be out there.
Well, bro, he was out there, and I'm going to tell you the reports that were coming out. Again, a guy that didn't create any separation without pads, a guy that struggled that they said, oh, he's going to get better when he puts pads on and he blocks. I'm like, we talk about wide receivers blocking, man.
You could have just get a blocking tight end if that's the case.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. That Besh is a second round pick. If this is the year that I'm looking at Besh like, hey, Besh, you better prove Sprytech wrong or Sprytech right because he drafted you in the second round. And to those reports, Will, that you were talking about, let's see it.
Bro,
let's see it on the field.
That's the only little chip that's on there is that he didn't get enough. You could say like, oh, he didn't get enough burn. That's why, there's still a question mark behind him. But also you have that flip side answer where it's like, question.
Dude, a fourth round.
What did you do?
Yeah, a fourth round pick is starting over you.
Yeah. So what did you do? What did you not do enough to get somebody else like
he didn't get open enough.
But and then here goes back to this other thing. You have fucking old man Pete who loves his tall dudes, bro. He loves the tall boys, bro. Positive necessary, but
Trey Tucker,
tall dudes, bro.
Trey Tucker is tall.
I mean, who the fuck else are you gonna put out there, bro?
Yeah.
Oh man, oh man. Oh no.
Oh.
The thing is, in preseason and training camp, Besh, let's see what you're made of. And that's the thing. What I hear is that he's a physical guy. He loves to do the dirty work. He can catch in traffic. He doesn't drop, the ball a lot. Then why is he not on the field?
Why is he not open?
That
I
feel like you can. The thing is, if people say he can catch balls in traffic, positive necessary, that should be the clear kind of insight that dude can't get open. Like he's catching with defenders in his face. Which, hey, yeah, that's a highlight. But hey, we might need you to get open a couple times though.
Here's the thing, though. I love what Severe just said. Who the fuck else are they going to put out there? Jack Besh has to show up this year, bro. Like, if he doesn't show up, like, he should be cut off this team immediately. Because this year is his year, bro. out of any year that this receiver group has a guy that's fucking undrafted, a guy that nobody believes in, or something that needs to pop off out of that room, this is the year.
Yeah.
And they can make it happen, bro, because we only got 2 guys that have received for over 700 yards.
Oh, yeah, Severe brought it up,
yep. Bro, yeah. And I'll be like, and if you go
he
like
said
that,
Trey Tucker and Philip Dorsett, a guy that's going to get cut.
I'm gonna go on the flip side to that and say no, you don't cut him. I say you keep him and trade him, put him on trade. If you're able to go ahead and you're in the position to go ahead and send him off and make your package look even more enticing, and having a guy like Jack Bech where it's like, hey, there's potential there. You can definitely go ahead and mold him in the right situation. Sales pitch him. I don't give a fuck. I'm down with that, bro.
Here's the thing. You have Clint Kubiak, a guy that can scheme wide receivers open. If Bech can't fit in this scheme,
yeah,
that's a bad look on him.
And you got a
really bad look
to Bowers. Bowers is going to get double teamed all the time. So you're going to have one-on-one situations where you can get open. So he needs to show up and show out. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what it is. Jack Bech is on the bubble. He needs to be.
To me, he feels like
I feel Thorne is more on the bubble than that dude. But go ahead.
Well, I agree too.
Yeah,
I think they're both. Both could be on the bubble.
You're probably gonna have to keep one because of the depth. You don't have whole lot of depth with what's his name, Tariq Young. The dude that we picked up from Seattle. That's the other dude that we have. And I think we got Malik
Benson, Jonathan Brady, Cedric Jackson, Chase Robert.
Cedric might be the one that could potentially fuck around and make this 53. Yeah. Even at a wide receiver 4-3. I like him. I like where he can go. He has a speed, and we know that he can go ahead and catch the ball. But I think you keep one of those guys and keep them for depth. So that's the thing where Kubiak's gonna have to make those tough decisions, and we'll know once we get more into training camp.
If they play Thorne and Bech a lot, that's gonna give it insight on how they feel about him. To give them as many opportunities to try to prove themselves to make the final 53.
I guess Scorpio, bro. No. Hold on.
Stop it. Get some help.
Cut Bech and Thorne and go sign Diggs.
I don't need no wet ass pussy out there, bro.
Hey, bro. You might fuck around and get another Wilkins situation. So I don't know if we want to go ahead and potentially bring that.
Hell no, bro. I do not need any of that.
You know what I mean? So
Severe is right on point again. Right on point again.
Yeah, I was surprised it happened, bro. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's fucking dope. I didn't like Tyree from the pick from the jump, but I knew he was a bum when everyone on the edge was hurt, and he still couldn't produce. If Bech can't crack this receiver rotation, zip his career the fuck up. Facts, my guy.
He's not wrong, bro. You got Clint. You have Clint Kubiak as your play caller, and you have nobody in the wide receiver room that can beat you out.
He got all of his guys too, so you can't put the blame. Oh, the fucking offense. That was his guy. That's the whole offense is Kubiak's guys. So it's not like you're piecing like a fucking Tom Brady fucking hire onto this coaching stuff. So it's like,
yeah,
you got all the guys. You got all the necessary people in place to make the offense look good, or at least look competent, right? So if you can't make it here, bro, I don't know. The future don't look bright for you.
No, 100%, bro.
Oh man. All right. I think it's a good time to go ahead and stop it there.
Yeah. The chat's gonna keep us here all night.
Going right now,
bro. I know. Hey,
I love it though. I love the interaction they got, but man, I got work tomorrow. Can't be here all night.
Well, me too. Me too. Again, appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit the subscribe on this show on all 3 channels, share it on all social media platforms. Make sure you guys hit up my guy Primos at Raider Primos. Like and subscribe to his channel in the stream. And then also my guy Silver and Black Radio Podcast, Raider Will. Make sure you guys go ahead and like and subscribe to his channel and his stream. Again, appreciate you guys. A new Raiders Unfiltered show. We're gonna be back every goddamn week, every damn Monday.
Hey, we here, motherfuckers.
Show of Raiders Unfiltered.
Monday night showdown with the 3 amigos. For me, because I'm Raiders Primos. So
the Fab 3.
Scorpio, I need what you are smoking. Are you smoking with J.R. Smith? I need some of that.
I'll send you some
of that good.
I'll send you some, bro. Don't worry, I got the good shit.
I'm gonna come on next show and I'm like, guys, I finally came around. I think Scorpio's right. Go get Justin Jefferson.
There you go. For sure. Zip it up or zip it out. Oh man, but hey, appreciate you guys, everybody pulling up. Let them know real quick before we go ahead and sign off. What do you guys have going on? Primos, you got anything going on this week?
Hey, definitely going to be tapping in Wednesdays, Fridays. Training camp is here, you guys. We're going to have things to talk about. You heard my takes. I hope to see you guys there, be engaging. And I want to hear from you guys as well. It's not just the Primos podcast. It is also the Raider Nation as a whole. So definitely want to see you guys there tapping in on Wednesdays, Fridays. Try to shoot for like 5:00 p.m. Pacific time. And we're going to be diving into training camp and the rest of the season. Let's get it.
There you go. And then, baby over here, baby.
Yeah, baby.
What do you have going on?
Hey, baby. You know what it is, man. Hey, y'all, man. Hey, tomorrow night, I'll be on the Most Notorious podcast with my boy Cheeto Linus, my boy 401 Raider Jeff, and our boy LV Raider 10. And then on Thursday, man, I'll be doing the Silver and Black Radio podcast with Maddie B. We'll have another special guest. We'll be chopping it up. The season is on, baby. So, hey, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share. Hey, hit us up at the Silver and Black Radio podcast. We got just Raiders, baby, and Raider Primos, man. Thank you guys, chat. We appreciate y'all, man. Yes. It's been a blast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's
As
gonna
for
be.
me, I got jack shit going on this week. I might put out some content this week.
We'll hold it down.
There you go. Y'all hold it down, bro.
Yes,
I might put up some stuff on my other channel that I have going on. You guys can
what
go
the fuck,
ahead.
bro?
Yeah, go ahead. And
Get that channel up.
Hey, hopefully, we don't be saying that this season. What the fuck, bro?
I hope so, bro. I hope so. But yes, you guys can go ahead and check that out at the Bro What the Fuck Show on Instagram, on YouTube, and now TikTok as well. And I put out some MMA content the other day because fuck, y'all already know it's been so fucking slow. So I had to go back to my root to UFC. So I put out some UFC content going over a recap and breakdown of UFC 329, which was almost.
I'm so glad I didn't.
Almost as disappointing as our season last year.
And I still felt like I got robbed. I'm like, what the heck?
Right, bro. That's faster
but
than
you
a 1
bootlegged
minute.
You felt like you still got robbed.
Yeah,
Wow.
my brother was streaming it, and I was like, what the heck?
I did. I paid for it, but I did feel a little bit. I did get robbed.
Hey, at least the other fights were there. There was some other, the pre-fights were pretty good, but man, really the hype of the fight.
Jay was out there just to watch the stanky leg, bro.
Oh yeah,
dude, the stanky leg. Hey, man, you can see Conor McGregor. Dude, stanky leg all the way out, baby.
Fucking hobbling like a fucking hobbit, bro. Out of that fucking octagon. But yeah, check it out. At the Bro What the Fuck Show on YouTube and on Instagram. Put out some other content, some funny content as well. Or at least I try to be. Usually I'm not. So usually I eat a bag of dicks half of the time. So, but with that being said, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back next week with another fresh episode of Raiders Unfiltered. What the fuck are we call ourselves? Fab 3? What you say?
You said the
What you
Fab
say, Grandma?
Three,
The Fab 3.
The
Three
delusional
Amigos,
3.
Delusion 3.
the Three Musketeers. They're like, what you want to call it,
The
man?
3
Fab
Amigos.
Three.
I don't know. Whatever.
We'll figure it out as the days
We'll
go
figure it out.
by. Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you guys go ahead and pull up if you guys want to go ahead and talk some shit. Here's some bad takes and maybe have a laugh or two as well. But other than that, appreciate you guys. There you go. Me too, bro. Me too. I don't get fucking use a force on this shit, bro. Other than that, y'all, I appreciate you guys. Salute to everybody, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace. Just remember, just Raiders, baby.